Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Iron Valor. I am your dungeon master for the evening, Daniel, and I want to welcome y'all to the stream. So, before we get started and before we get into Yesterhill, which should be a lot of fun for the party and everyone involved, we want to tell you all about all of our partners and get through a few of these announcements real quick. So, first people we want to shout out. Yes.
I was just making sure you can hear me. Apparently my microphone was set incorrectly. I apologize.
Rutro. Well, here we go. So we want to make sure we shout out our partners. Our first one is Nine Realms Gaming. Nine Realms Gaming makes fantastic, top-notch gaming accessories like dice trays and dice vaults. They all use only the finest woods that the realm has to offer. They never use dyes or stains in their products. They're fabulous and wonderful. You can see Lauren showing one off here. If you're in the Huntsville area, you'll be able to see them at the Huntsville Expo this weekend. They'll be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over in their booth, so go check them out. You can also purchase their products at ninerealmsgaming.com and using our promo code Lyre10 to get 10% off that purchase. You can also find
We're also beginning to giving one of those dice vaults away this coming Monday.
Monday on Fate's End. You can win one, so tune in and grab that loot. You can also, our other partner is Wanderlily Dice. They make fine handmade arson dice. They made the Cursed Life dice that we gave away last week over here on the show. I'll show you those real quick. They're fantastic. We gave those away. They're wonderful and amazing. You can commission your own dice and order from their website, wanderlilydice.com. You can also find them at the Huntsville Expo this weekend. They'll be selling some stuff. So go check them out and see them. They're fantastic and amazing. You can use our promo code InkinLyre10 to get 10% off your purchase from their website. Just a reminder for everyone, not this Friday, but the Friday after that, you can find Brandon and many other members of our cast in our charity one-shot. We are running a Neverland setting game, set in 5e, of course, that was created by Super Dylan on Twitter, the co-host of the Femsplain podcast. We're running their game. That'll be at 7 o'clock Central Standard. No, sorry. Yeah, 7:30 Central Standard Time on Friday. The April the 16th, so you can check that out. We're benefiting Child's Play, so go check them out.
Next Friday, I think.
Not this Friday, but next Friday. We're gonna raise some money for a good cause, so come in and help us out and raise some good for us, all of us reaching 500 followers. The music you're gonna hear tonight comes from Sirenscape, and the maps come from Wizards of the Coast because they're the ones who made Curse of Strahd. So I believe that's it. So, yeah, let's dive into this thing as we get ready for the next episode of The Curse of Strahd. So last we left off, the party had searched the entire grounds of the Wizard of the Wines winery and discovered the lost sun sword. Well, not lost, but the sun sword that once belonged to Sergei. It was in a wine barrel that, just sitting in a wine barrel that Erwin had sent back to his father for safekeeping at the winery itself. After a brief amount of time searching the winery and a close encounter with some brown mold, the party finally told Davian that everything was safe. And together, they had a quick conversation with each other. Friedrich invited Natalia to a hammock for the evening. It did not go well.
Did not go well.
And in the end, it didn't. It did not make its. They did not make their way together that evening.
I hate
But Davian told the party and let them know that the druids that attacked Yesterhill, that attacked the Wizard of the Wines, laid a trail that led straight to Yesterhill, a old ancient hill that was typically surrounded by mist even before Strahd arrived. A place where you could look over the horizon, see Strahd's ancestral home outside the mist, the only building and the only semblance and visible piece of something that is outside the borders of the mists that surround Barovia. After some deliberation, the party decided it would be a good idea to go visit Yesterhill and recover a gem that was stolen by the druids, plucked from the fields themselves, so that after its recovery, the vines could grow once again, and wine be produced. So they traveled. And they made their way to Yesterhill. They found some rocks. They looked at them fervently. Natalia got struck by lightning, and just as they arrived, there were. I started to look at this.
Save.
Yes, just as they arrived, they started looking at this large effigy to Strahd, 50 foot high. Tag climbed it himself, just to get a better look at the ancestral home of Strahd. As they were sitting atop Yesterhill, several large boulders began to roll around, and figures began to pop out from them, rolling out of their graves, rising, dripping in mud, as riding on the back of Bucephalus, the gaunt Count of Ravenloft himself made his way to Yesterhill. And that's where we begin, as the party is watching Strahd himself ride up on the back of his nightmare, with the flames coming down the mane and its hooves clapping into the mud. There's about 10 or 15 seconds before he arrives. What do you guys do?
Well, I haul ass up the hill, I guess, because I was down.
Would I have
where the
even
smaller
noticed any
piles
of
of
it?
rocks are.
Oh yeah, you definitely
Paul
noticed
had a
this.
continuity error.
I would have noticed it too being way up there.
Oh yeah, it's 50
I'm
feet,
also
not
yelling.
500 feet.
I'm also yelling, Strahd's coming, Strahd's coming, Strahd's coming.
Oh, shake. He's
just running.
I'm fairly certain, like, there's, like, he sees us, there's no time to hide, right? And there's no place to hide. Correct?
Not other than behind the tall effigy itself.
I'm gonna smoothly make my way down the effigy.
Make your way where?
Down the effigy?
That would probably be wise.
You're Torthak. You're a very athletic werewolf. This is no problem for you. It's made out of wood. There's plenty of places to grab. You get down just as easily as you got up. No problem. You scramble down. That ruins all my plans.
How far away is it?
At this point, he's probably 100 feet away, just calmly making his way towards this trail. You see some of these other mounds that are now people have formed their way on the right side of this location and have dropped to a knee, bowing, heads submissive to Strahd. You look at this group and you can see there are 4 men and 2 women amidst this group. All of them humanoid, some of them half elf. They look very much like adventurers. One of them you can see is wearing all robes and carries no weapons on them. Another one has just a hand crossbow at their hip, and you can see there's actually several arrows kind of stuck into a very nicely sealed pouch at their hip. Another one has full plate mail, and it's got the symbol of some sort of demonic god on it, and it's slung over the back of his shoulders. Another one wears no shirt at all. It looks like he's cold as hell, and it looks like there are purple veins going through his chest. The fifth one has this a bow and a long sword across its back, and over the both looks like a very tough, proud person. And the last one is this very gaunt, very small woman, but she looks like her face is sunken in almost into a look of undeath. And behind her, she has these bat-like wings that stick out in her tiefling form. And they all are kneeling to the ground, one knee down, bowing towards Strahd. Behind you, some of the other characters that had appeared at this whole point have made their way behind you over towards this very large tree. It's massive and wide, and its branches sprawl out, and they surround it, and they look like they're beginning to set up some sort of ritual, perhaps.
I draw the sun sword.
As you do, you're gonna go ahead and light it?
Yes.
What does this look like for us, Percy?
Upon seeing Strahd, Percy, he kind of tries to steel himself a bit, and even though his hand is quivering, he wraps his fingers around the hilt, because it's just a hilt, right? He wraps his fingers around the hilt, and he starts breathing really heavily, and like he's quaking, and he draws the sword like down by his hip, and he ignites it into the ground as it turns out.
As the sword reacts to your emotion, it lights into this bright flame, and it almost pushes away the gloom of this place. And you can feel it is trying to send calmness towards you, like you were meant for this.
So, it's gonna look like Natalia is bowing her head respectfully, but she's actually gonna frantically whisper to her necklace. She's gonna be like, "Are you mad? You are pulling in the devil's direction. Look, are we just gonna waltz up and stake him through the heart? Do I look ready to you? You wanna go back to the mausoleum, rust over a little bit more? You are mad. You could be a little bit more helpful." And then, like, as the sun sword ignites, she's gonna be like, "Holy fuck." And she's just gonna, like, and just, like, retreat to the effigy, like, "Holy shit," and just, like, retreat to the effigy.
You back up into your location?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Friedrich eyes Percy with very wide green eyes. He's like, "I don't know if now is the time. Do you think this is a fight you can win?"
Friedrich, in your mind, you hear, "We have the weapon, and he's right there."
We have 1 out of 5 things that we've been told to collect, roughly, give or take a little bit.
Up until this point, Percy's always been very, like, sure of himself. You can hear fear in his voice. Even as he communicates to you telepathically, you can definitely sense fear, and he's trying to, like, push through it.
Friedrich's eyes kind of soften and he steps forward. He places a hand on your shoulder. He kind of shakes his head. He's like, "If you die here, you won't be able to kill him later. This is not the end unless you want it to be. I'd rather not see you die right now."
As you guys are all having this conversation, Strahd makes his way all the way up to you. He's probably no more than 30 feet away. all of you are kind of on the right side, and to the left of you, all of these other individuals are they're bowing and taking a knee in front of Strahd, bowing their head straight down to him. As he approaches, he lifts the hood that he's been wearing, pulls it back, revealing that strong the figure you see in front of you now.
He says, "Hello there."
Percy's eyes are just wide, a mixture of anger and fear, and he's just breathing very heavily, just sweat dripping off of his face, dripping off of his hands, like as he's holding the sword. But he doesn't say anything.
Valerius will bow. He'll take a knee with everybody else.
Friedrich.
Greetings, my lord.
Friedrich will step between Percy and Strahd and then also take a knee. My lord, good evening.
Valerius, Lord Friedrich, it is good to see you all. Good to see you both. Percival, Lady Natalia, Coyote, it's been so long since you've been back.
No, Ryan?
Oh, I know everyone here, you know that. Of course.
Well, I don't know a lot of things, and that was one of them, but I'm okay.
And Torthak, it's... you prone so strong. It's very impressive.
Give a nod to him.
It is so
Grace us
good.
with your presence.
It is so good to see so many of my servants all in one place. You may rise, and
he motions to all of you, even the ones to your right, as the additional adventurers who are here with you rise to their head. They don't meet his eye, but they get to their feet. Speaking of getting to their feet, Christian has given everyone luck, it appears. Already.
Might need that.
And there's also a curse, but we'll get to that in just a minute.
Curse is Strahd.
it is such a wonderful. It is so wonderful to see so many of my servants all in one place. Pray tell, what? I came here simply to. Well, I was just a little homesick. And I did not expect to see so many, but I am thankful that you are here. Shall we have a party?
Pulls out my wine. I'm always ready to party.
One of the
Party
other
on Yesterhill, Lord.
one of the other muddy men stands up. He says, "My lord, I am Archibald, and we have come bearing you a gift in 2 parts. May I present my offerings to you?" And then he takes a step back and pulls back into formation with the others.
An offering, you say? Archibald, it's been so long, I thought you were still on your path for my destruction. I'm so thankful that you've seen the darkness and have made your way here. Do tell, I'm ready to receive your gift if you have one. And perhaps you will not have to be buried in the mud much longer.
And so then the man who was sitting there, you can see him. He is this is the one that was shirtless, and he had these black veins all come down. He gestures to the effigy in the middle. He says,
My lord,
"My lord, we have discovered that the ravens of the Wizard of the Wines were keeping this power from you in their winery just so they could make some gold, and we have taken it from them and put it in your heart. And with it, we are going to both raise the tree as a minion to you so that you may lay waste to this land without so much of a finger being lifted, and also destroy that homeland for all the ravens. They will flock and fly and flee.
Well, that is certainly a interesting proposal, Archibald. That is such an amazing feat. Thank you so much for doing that for me. I do hope you are successful. I dare say that with that I could give you the very land the wizards thought was theirs. You could make it your own home, build anew. I'm so very proud of you, Archie. You've come so far. Are these new recruits of yours? No, these are not yours. What have you all brought for me today?
As he gestures to all of you, the 6 of you who are on the other side.
Just
Surely you did not come to this meeting unprepared, unwilling to provide an offering.
Oh, I got an offering for him, all right.
Oh, no.
oh my god.
No, I don't. No.
He's
Inventory.
offering himself.
Yeah, that was going to be the... no.
I don't think I have anything of value, really.
Well, Freddy backing out, man?
I just have the booty. That's all I have. That'd be
Oh,
really
It
bad.
might be
I don't know.
enough.
Your booty might be enough.
we are all blessed. Can we all just pour our blessings into the booty?
Bless the booty.
Um,
What is even in my... I don't even think I have
I can
anything.
offer him a song.
Don't even ask. Just do. Just do
we
it.
each have to give a gift, or can we just like all pool our resources there? Can we all just put our name on the card?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, what do you guys do?
All right, Freddy steps forward.
Lord Friedrich, I thought you might be the speaker for this group. You're such a strong leader. Your father is such a good and loyal servant. I'm proud to see that you are with this group now. For a while, I thought that maybe even you might be working against me, but now there's no way, right?
Oh, of course not, my lord. Do I get insight checked?
Well, well, well.
I don't think he.
yeah?
I don't think he has to insight check you.
He already knows I'm lying. All right. Well, my lord, if I can be frank with you, I actually didn't know you were going to be here today. But if you are expecting a gift, I can't be one to decline such an invitation. I could sing you a song if you'd prefer. Give you my best voice. I've been practicing.
Well, I think we'd all like to hear a song, don't you?
And Strahd waves his hand over the air,
Turns
the
into
li-
a stadium.
and the lightning that's been striking about every 5 to 6 seconds, striking the stones, and the thunder that's been going off, the rain that's been hitting, the rain and the land answers his call and stops. The lightning stops, the rain stops, the wind dies, and it gets quiet atop Yesterhill.
Okay. That's a good start. What the hell do I sing? Will I die if I do the thing that I've been planning for an entire week?
No way to know.
Natalia pulls out a kazoo.
Surely
So,
not.
like, we get in the right key. Hmm.
I'll accompany you with some pan flute.
All right.
I'm just kidding. There aren't any kazoos in D&D.
Not yet.
All right.
I know how to play thieves' duels.
Just like kind of drum on a little.
I have alchemist supplies that can.
I have
What-
calligraphy tools. I can write him a nice note.
Very cute. What are you doing, Friedrich?
Trying to decide whether or not I should give him a lap dance.
Oh my god.
Nah.
On his horse.
On his horse? Yeah. He's already seated, technically speaking.
Yeah.
No. So he slings the loot off of his back, and I need to turn down Sirenscape for this because it is very intense. And
Harsh in the vibe.
yeah, a little bit. And he plucks a few strings experimentally. Kind of gets in the feel for it. Ain't bad, just a day. You hit me with a call to your place. Ain't been out in a while anyway. Was hoping I could catch you throwing smiles at my face. Oh man, Scientology, you didn't even have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight. Looking all the table, all I see is meat and white. Maybe you live in life and you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not phased, I'm only here to sin. If Eve ain't in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me over your name, I'll be on the way, like. And then I stop.
Natalia
Yeah.
is going to look at Strahd and
Well
say,
done. Well done.
My lord, he wrote that especially for you.
It's the truth. And he like finishes it and just kind of like winks a little bit. And then he'll put his lute away.
Well done, my lord. Is that an original composition?
Of course.
Of course it is. It's inspired by you.
Oh well, I do say so, if I do say so myself, I'm quite flattered. Amazing. That is Archibald. That is way better than anything you brought.
But my lord, that's the minion. No, please let me show you. And it's like, another chance, my lord, please. He's like,
Fine. Lord Friedrich, you have my good graces. You are most welcome at my court. Wait, how is it you have not answered my invitation yet? You must play that for Radin at dinner. Next week, perhaps?
I suppose a direct invitation from the Lord himself. I can't decline.
Oh, I think
Next
you got
week
it.
it is.
I think you got one 2 days ago.
Oh my god, I actually just choked.
Strahd reaches through the screen and
And force chokes. No, I did, my lord. I just have not had a chance to visit your castle as of late. I was on another mission at the moment, but I was intending on accepting your offer at some point soon.
Well, good. I look forward to having you there. Would you be a dear and
Sweating bullets.
would the six of you, and I can tell that you would all, I'm sure you would all love to be here with us. Would you all be so as kind as to ensure that Archibald here does not, for lack of a better term, mess up his summoning? I would very much appreciate it. Let's see what you got, Archie. Maybe this will get you out of the mud.
he's like, oh, yes. And he goes over and he starts, you heard him then. And he points over to the druids, and the druids start chanting. And they start doing some sort of ritual. I would like for all of you to make an Arcana or Religion check, whichever one is better for you.
I'm about to pull
Arcana
some
it is.
I'm about to pull some El Dorado shit out on this moment. An Arcana check.
My gosh, they're both the same.
13.
Arcana.
Sorry.
12.
Okay, I feel like you've all rolled high enough. This was not a
16.
difficult thing to do. So you all start to look over, And as you're imagining what's happening right now, and you're looking over towards all of these druids that have existed, they are surrounding the Gulthias tree, which is an ancient tree here atop Yesterhill. And from what Archibald has said, it looks as if they are going to do something with that tree. And then they're going to release the tree and roll over the Wizard of the Wines and destroy it in its entirety. Now, with that, I would like to give all of you just a quick second, as this is about to happen, just to maybe kind of talk through it a little bit and see what you'd maybe like to do, if there's anything you'd like to say or do something like that.
I have something I want to say.
Mm.
I want to Eldorado this moment where Tulio and Miguel are like, the stars are not aligned for this ritual.
Oh
We
no.
could just explode the whole hill, and then our Lord and Savior Strahd would not get to see his homeland.
This is good. Do you want?
I do not have the charisma for this.
I've got
but
so
I
much
have
charisma.
I have
I have
+2 to deception, so I feel like if you have something higher than +2
I've got a +10.
to your deception,
No, that's a 7. My persuasion
I
is
was like,
+10.
oh my god, what level are you?
My persuasion is
only a
10,
I'm at a -1.
and I have advantage.
Well, I guess what I meant to say was, do you guys want to try and stop this or not?
yes.
I would like to.
In some way, shape, or form.
Natalia, you
We
hear
just
like
liberated
a
that one.
panicked Scottish voice in your head. What do we do?
What
They're
is your-
gonna crush the winery that we just saved.
We just simply tell, maybe we tell Archibald clearly isn't the most intelligent individual, and we use that to our advantage. Perhaps the stars are not quite in a line for this ritual, which would be terrible because then the ritual would fail, the creature tree thing they're trying to summon would explode, but most importantly, it would ruin, Strahd did say he was coming over here to gaze upon his homeland, or he was homesick, or something or other. So it would be terrible to disgrace our great Lord Strahd and his homeland, and in the process ruin this ritual. It just it would be disgraceful
You both
think-
hear.
and careless.
You both
Get rid of
hear.
alcohol. What are they going to do for the party?
That's true.
You both hear in your mind, Friedrich and Natalia. You hear.
Ooh, that is good. Someone tell Archibald that. See what he says.
Oh no.
He slid into my DMs. What has happened?
This whole time, Percy's been kind of muttering to himself,
God damn
and
it.
Oh,
he's going to cast protection from good and evil on himself.
Okay.
And how close am I to Archibald?
From where you are now, I'd say you're within 30 feet. It's all kind of vague right now.
I'm within 30
Yeah,
feet. and-
Archibald's right here. So
this so-called warrior who was apparently once against Strahd and has now just submitted to his rule, and is even to the point of performing rituals for him. Like this whole time he's been having an internal battle between anger and fear, and anger finally takes over, and he charges Archibald and attempts to cleave him in half.
ooh, okay. As you go over there, go ahead and roll to hit. You come across. You've got the sun sword at your hilt. You bring it up both hands. It kind of grows as you get ready to swing it like a baseball bat. As you come across and try to hit Archie, who is running over there. He's working with all of this, and you hear.
All right, things are getting interesting.
Oh crap! It's only an 11.
You come across Percy and you try to slash him across the chest. As you do, showing a dexterity you weren't necessarily expecting, he kind of bends backwards, and as he does, the sword just kind of like scrapes over him as he bends backwards and comes back up and gets into a fighting stance.
I attack him again. I get 2 attacks.
Sure, go ahead. You take another swipe at him.
That's a 19.
That does hit Archibald. The second attack you come across, you hit into him again, and Archie is not as prepared as he was before. And you come in and you hit him across the chest, and you hear,
Whoa! That's quite enough. You can go ahead.
You can go ahead and roll damage though.
I thought we were all here on the same page. What happened, Percival?
Archie goes for his back, and he pulls out this what you thought was a sword. He pulls out this large spear. It's red and dripping. It almost looks like it's perpetually dripping blood as he brings it down and brings it into a fighter's position.
Oh my. Is Strahd distracted?
So 22 points of damage to old Archie here.
Strahd is
and it's radiant. I don't know if he's considered undead, is he?
No, he's not considered undead.
Okay.
Strahd is as distracted as Strahd gets, if that answers your question.
So I have no idea.
He says,
Percival, that was quite rude. Don't hit Archie again like that. You are out of turn, my friend. Speak with your words. You don't need to resort to violence so fast.
He, after striking Archibald, he will turn to Strahd and point the sword at him. And in a little growl, he'll just say, "Her name was Dahlia. She carried my child." He's just breathing heavily and shaking. He'll take a step towards Strahd.
Oh no. Does this one speak for all of you? Or just from your hearts? Does he voice what you all feel?
Shit. Oh shit.
You put me on the spot, bro.
Who are you? Let me ask you this. I have been watching you all for some time. Oh God, Archie's bleeding out. Someone help him. And you see one of the others
go over to Archibald, and they actually like hand him a potion. He starts to drink it real quick, so he doesn't bleed out. He stops bleeding. Takes a little bit of healing, not a lot.
I have been watching you all. I know what you've been doing. I know what you found. You are not the first group of vagabonds to traverse my home and walk about as invited guests with so much arrogance.
Well, yeah, I mean, the module reset, so...
Yeah, like the module says. So, what are you here for? You're not here to offer your songs and be a part of the raising of this? What are you doing here?
And you look over and like all the druids have stopped doing what they're doing for now, and like this group is getting a little bit tighter knit, and looks like they're getting ready to throw hands as well.
Well, it's gonna be hard to talk our way out of that one.
You don't show up to my party when asked. You take over, enslave some of my friends. You keep the pup from getting my love. What do you think you're doing here?
Brady's gonna whisper, did we enslave anybody?
Who do we enslave? Who is the pup? I don't know who these people are.
I know who the
Carol.
pup is.
I mean,
I think
Yeah,
he was
you didn't
referring
get
to
your sister.
Archibald.
I think he's referring to your sister,
Yeah, I
As
think he was
the
talking about
pup?
the sister.
No, Kiro's the pup.
Kiro. Oh, that dude.
Getting
He
all
said,
love.
he said
from
kept,
from
kept
getting.
the pup from getting my love.
Yeah, it is Kiro.
Oh.
He wasn't trying
I
to
read
love
it
the
as
pup.
like he was trying to love the pup. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
that's-
that is
that's how
a
I
way
was.
different
Oh.
conversation.
Yeah, I was very confused by the way that was worded.
That is a way different conversation.
I'm glad some of us had thought in the same direction.
That clears that up.
Said, what are we doing here?
Yeah, basically.
The question was, what do you think you're doing here?
The implication being like he knows why you're here. He knows what you're doing. He's asking you to put it into words. What do you think you're doing here?
I do not speak for my companions. And he'll kind of glance at each one of you. Sword still pointed at Strahd. He'll say, I have come to avenge the life that your servants took from me.
You're a fool, Percival. There is no life that you've ever had. Nothing you've ever had has ever been yours. That sword is not yours, it's Sergei's. That shield is not yours, it's mine. Your friends are not yours. They are in my domain. Everything here is mine. Everything you've ever known, everything you've ever seen, all the wine you've ever drank, and every road you've ever trod is mine. If I choose to take a life from you, it was mine to take. And I'll take it again. And everything you ever loved will always be mine. Do not misspeak yourself. Do know where you are. I've got an idea. How about this? I'm gonna leave. Archie, there is a fine glass of wine and a warm bed for you at Ravenloft. If only you have the invitation in that man's pocket. And he points to Fred.
And he points over to Friedrich.
How about you take it from him, and then you can have my hospitality. And I know two things when I leave here, because I'll go to the Wizard of Wines tomorrow, And one of two things will be true. It will be a ruin of a building with nothing left except new stomping grounds for Archie to build on. Or it'll be there, and I'll know all of you to be my most dangerous enemies, and the next members of the Green Parade. Guess I'll find out tomorrow.
And Strahd takes Bucephalus and steers the reins to the left and begins to ride away.
I shoot Archie.
We're gonna roll initiative because they are now they are pulling swords as well.
Oh, bro.
Is there before Valerius, you'll have that shot. Does anyone do anything else before we start that?
All right, let's do it.
As
There's a
like,
moment
that-
if you
that
want to
we
react to that.
say, Natalia will say, "How very merciful of you, my lord. You know, my sister is very fond of the Wizard of the Wines and all that come from it. From one who has attempted to court her. It would be a shame to see her face so sad. And we wouldn't want your name to be sullied in her eyes, I'm sure."
At that, Bucephalus stops in his tracks and like he turns a little bit.
That's why I'm betting on you, my dear.
And he keeps riding. Anything else?
Well, okay then. Roll the dice.
Let's go ahead and roll some initiative here. As Strahd rides out, and he gets about 100. He'll quickly, like, Bucephalus is fast, and you all see Bucephalus actually gets up into the air and rides out like a Pegasus, leaving the ground its fiery hooves slapping and like climbing the hill as they climb on air as it flies away. And let's get some initiative rolls. Alrighty.
So very, very sad.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh!
God, what is happening right now?
Just looking at these initiatives, man. Looking
Yeah.
good.
terrible.
Are they?
Mine's
No.
terrible.
Oh, they're
I rolled a
great?
2, and then with my plus, I got a 6.
Percy's anger makes him heavy.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's burdened by his past.
Go ahead and Valerius, you can go ahead and what'd you roll? What's your initiative?
21.
All right, so Valerius, you can go ahead and make one attack against whomever you wish. 25 to 20.
Things up here.
I missed.
25 to 20.
No. We could just deal with
Oh,
21.
yeah, I got 21.
15 to 20.
18.
15.
Ten to 15.
12.
Five to 10.
5.
6. Y'all the bits in the chat right now.
Yeah.
So many
Hey.
biddies.
Thank you guys.
So much love.
From Yarkonaut and the Great Big Geek.
They're having a bit off.
They're having a bit off right now.
And
Oh,
God.
it's amazing too. Love it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's perfect. No, that's not right. Who am I missing? Who's not been called? No, that's everybody.
You got it.
6. Yep.
I think we're about to start a hype train.
The
Uh-oh.
hype
really-
train
I think it
conductor has
started
entered the
already.
station.
It already
The
started?
hype train.
Oh,
Let's go.
snap.
Okay. Oh, that's right. There's the one I missed. Okay. Alrighty. So, so there was a curse that was laid upon the party, and with that, I'm going to reduce.
Wait, that was laid upon the party.
No, it was laid upon. Well, given to the party via our dear Hatcher actor. So with that, I'm going to reduce all the ACs of all the given individuals by 1 for the remainder of the battle. So they all become just a little bit more vulnerable. The whole fight gets a little bit more easier with that curse. So, all the gifted subs. Let's do this. So you missed with your first attack, right, Valerius?
Yeah, I missed.
All right. So top of the
So
round.
take out 11 doesn't hit.
No. Well, depends on who you shot at. It still wouldn't. All of the
Archibald?
yes, definitely missed. Definitely missed Archie. Top of the round, the druids themselves begin to chant, and as they do, you can see that there is this really dark, the same kind of green energy that lit the vine blights in the previous fight, where they were all coming back to life, starts going from the druids into the tree, and it starts to kind of grow and almost move a little bit as it's starting out at the top of this round. At the beginning, Roland is going to go first. Remember, all these squares are 10 feet. He's going to start by moving about 20 feet this way and pulling up the hand crossbow, and then he's going to hold his action until someone he knows gets a little bit closer, and then that'll end his turn. That brings around to Clifford. Clifford moves forward up here right in front of, who have I got right here?
Percy.
Percy comes right in front of you and starts to make his attacks. As he does, Roland releases his held action against whoever this is. Who's that?
That's me.
Tag.
Tag? The
does
person next
does a 10 hit.
Tag, I'm not it.
Not it. So that will miss. Roland will be very upset in his turn. Percy. The first 2 attacks are coming against you. As it comes out, does a 14 or a 20?
What is this?
It's a slash with a sword. Does a 24
It's
hit?
just a dude? Does a 24 hit? Yes.
Yeah. So this guy has pulled a long sword and made his way over to you, and he's coming in to slash into you. 24 hit. Does a 14 hit? I'm guessing not.
No.
As he comes in, he's gonna hit you there, and you're gonna take 6 points of slashing damage as he cuts into you, and then he takes the sword and brings
Magical,
it.
right?
It is magical. This is a magical
is.
+1 longsword. Yeah. As he comes up, he pulls it and he gets you into kind of like a defensive stance and prepares himself for your next assault. That'll end his turn. Valerius.
I'm here. Bonus action sneak with the rocks and hill.
Bonus action.
You mean hide? Yeah, these rocks are big enough to hide in. Yeah, that's for sure. Or hide around. Now, lightning is striking them.
I mean, yeah, the druids are they're too
Give
they're
me a
too caught
stealth.
up to notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. 17.
Good.
You feel pretty hidden behind these rocks, either on one side or the other, depending on where you want to shoot at.
I ain't shooting no.
You're hidden.
I want to stab one of these druids.
All right. So as you go up, roll to hit on this. They do not have a lot of HP, but as you go over there, so let's see if you hit. This is like a regular ass person over here. As you go through 18, what plus whatever hits without a doubt. As you come up, whatever are you dagger or crossbow here?
Rapier.
Rapier. As you come up, it goes straight through this chest, comes out the sternum, and pulls out the side. And as you do, the whole creature crumples to the ground with nothing. And the other
I
druids
believe
see
there was
this.
another curse.
Well, one at a time. I think there was only one. I saw a Hatcheractor's curse. That's the one. There better only be one curse. You can also bless the party. That's another thing. That's also an option. So as you do, you come over there, Valerius, and you just absolutely murder this one. You pull through the heart. All these other druids, they're watching. They see their friend fall, but they continue to chant as they try to raise this tree. That's your action, bonus action, and movement.
Yeah, I'm done for now.
All right. That'll end your turn. That'll bring us around to Basil. Basil, he'll come up here, and he's going to make his way over to 10, 20. He can make his way all the way over to you, Natalia, as he tries to get in your range.
That's not nice.
As you come up, you can see that he has this symbol of you're looking at it, and you're proficient in religion. It looks like it's one of the layers of hell, one of the fiends from there, like Mephistopheles or one of those. You're not really sure which one, but as he comes up, it's definitely fiendish in nature, and he pulls a long sword. He pulls the long sword from the back and begins to attack you. First attack does
Did you just step on Friedrich?
Where's Friedrich?
Yeah.
Probably.
Rude. Underneath.
Does a 23 hit? It does.
Of course that hits.
It does.
So he'll hit you with.
Of course that hits.
That'll be 10 slashing damage, and then he's gonna put
that is
a
lot.
divine smite into this, and you take an additional 14 radiant damage. And then it'll
It's
come
just
across.
doubled.
No, not double.
Oh.
You're not vulnerable to radiant damage. And you're not
That's
undead.
not what my character sheet says.
You're for sure. That would be completely unfair.
Is she? Are you undead or a fiend?
She's not.
Definitely a fiend, bro.
She's not
It's
undead
not,
or
it's
fiend.
not doubled. She just takes an extra D8 of damage. It's not doubled though.
No, she's not. She's not even undead.
Yikes.
The second attack is a 22 to hit, and you take 8 slashing damage.
Yes. Hold on. So that was 14. Holy shit! Hold on.
So it was 24 and 8, so 32 damage total.
Well, I'm about to die.
Oh.
As this
Percy.
Oh, hell.
as this
I'm about to die.
as this paladin comes up to you and slashes into you.
I'm about to die.
That'll end its turn. No,
That
bonus
was
action.
fast.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. +2 to him. That'll bring us to.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, Basil is putting out a lot of damage. You see this, Percy. There's something familiar happened over there. Actually, it wouldn't be
I
radiant.
didn't even get to do anything.
It wouldn't be radiant. It would be necrotic for him, because he's a evil paladin. Does necrotic do anything to you?
I mean, I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
So you can have 7 more hit points back.
Nice.
I'm
'Cause
still bloodied.
Surprise.
Things are still bad.
But
Still
less
bad.
bloody.
I'm still near death. No, I'm badly injured now.
That'll end his turn. Tag.
Nice.
Tag.
I'm
You
just
see
badly injured
this
now.
this thing has caught Natalia early
I
and has
almost
gotten right up into her, and she's took a big blow, which is really kind of your job. So Tag, it's your turn.
No, that's not good. So I'm gonna shift and rage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to basically just drop to all fours and just run around. Not breaking out of this guy. But loop around him to kind of get to right
To
here.
get around there. Yeah, you can get there. There's enough space. You guys are close enough together. Yeah, you can get there. No problem. You get over there to where Basil is.
Yeah, I'm gonna unleash on him.
All right, go ahead. That's that. You got all 4 of those attacks, all with advantage because you're flanking.
Do it.
Yeah,
Wait.
buddy. Murder him.
Let's see. Probably. Goes in a 26 hits.
Yes, no problem.
Where's my second one? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Does a 13 hit?
Basil, no.
Oh, Lord, that's a bad one. And a 2.
2.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
Man.
Pretty good.
Oh no.
James, what are you doing?
Help me, geek!
and another
I'm
26
dying!
So two hits on him.
2 hits on him. Go ahead and roll those damages. He'll make concentration checks for this the Shield of Faith on both. Both of them will save.
He's done it.
Something happened. Oh, the hype train is real.
That's 11. And 10, so 21.
21 damage to Basil. As you come up and hit this creature, he turns and reaches back around, and he's not looking great either right now.
And I can't use a bonus action because I bonus rage.
No, your bonus action raged. Yeah, so that's where we are. That'll end your turn, Tag. Coyote.
Alright, we'll see Tag wail on Basil over here. He's gonna join in.
All right, you guys now have this creature surrounded, so all your attacks with advantage as well. Please do better than him.
Yeah.
Before
very
this,
impressed.
before this paladin murders Natalia.
Or
It's too
Natalia. Nothing could be done.
Nothing could be done.
Apparently.
Your next campaign.
Put dirt in the wound.
Daniel's too soft to kill her.
I do love Lauren so
He's
much.
too soft.
Excellent.
Alright,
The
alright.
25 hit.
25 hits without an issue.
Awesome, and I'm gonna use my full master to hit him twice.
Okay, well, you should get 2 attacks
Yeah.
the whole time, so...
Well, if it's 13.
A 13 will miss with your second attack, but you can come around with bonus action and make a 3rd attack if you want to.
Awesome.
You may also, or you could also flurry blows and take 2 more attacks. Of course, you spend a key point to do that.
Alright,
Monk's bit be like.
I'll do it. He's getting on my nerves.
Flurry blows, so 2 more unarmed strikes.
Oh, wait, are those also with advantage? too?
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, so a 20. And there's an 18 hit.
Both of those will hit. Yeah, that's good. So you got 3 hits, 1 with the staff and 2 with unarmed strike. Bam, bam. So 7 damage with the first hit, 7 damage with the second hit, and 5 damage with the next. That's 14. That's 19 total damage as you come across Cody and you whack, pop, pop, and just hitting him across the head into the shin. And this guy is almost down. He is almost out of here. That's action. Bonus action. Do you want to move? You still got lots of movement left.
I'm gonna stay here.
All right. As you guys are surrounding him, Natalia, you're looking rough, but everything's doing okay. That'll bring us around to Archibald. Looks like there's Paulie whenever. What does that even mean? Something just happened. Somebody got more luck to
Lauren
learn.
did.
So Archibald is gonna go find Percy, who hit him across the chest. He's gonna make his way over to you, Percy. This guy, he's got this spear, as he comes up, and as he comes up to you, he's gonna make 2 attacks with his first attack, and then Polearm Master as well. So 3 attacks coming at you. That is a natural 1 to hit. That's a 25 to hit, and then a 16.
Yep.
All right. One of those
assuming
hit.
This weapon's magical.
It is.
16, right?
Okay.
Yes. The 25 hits.
25.
You take. He rolls a 6 on the die. You take 12 piercing damage, and you see as a small bit of your vitality leaves you, goes through the weapon and into Archie as he regains some health from your damage.
Interesting. Okay.
And you take a total of 12 piercing. That's action. That's both attacks and his bonus action to hit you. There's lucks going out to everybody right now. Lauren got one, Brandon got one, Max got one, James got one, Raina got one.
Thank you,
All
Blood
the
Gods.
lucks. You guys might need it.
Oh, man.
Except for Dylan. Wow.
Except for Dylan.
Wow.
And then it's gonna
Dylan
come
doesn't
around
need
over
it.
here.
He's too good.
You're gonna stiff him.
Dylan is a master. He
Art-
doesn't need-
Archie's gonna come another round 5
Lux,
feet
Stuart.
and get close to Friedrich over here. Friedrich, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. So now that I can't move without dying, how far away are these druids?
It's 10 feet, so they're about 60 feet away from you.
Perfect. So, I'm going to have Friedrich do a little strum on his lute and cast that 3rd level shatter right in the middle of them.
Just right there in the middle of all of them.
Yeah, can I hit them all with that?
They're
10-foot sphere.
It's a 10-foot sphere. 1 square is
Yeah.
10 feet.
Okay. So they're all spread out a little bit.
Yeah, they're a little spread out.
Mm,
You
that's gonna
you
be
could
different then.
you could hit them with a. You could potentially get 3 of them with a fireball, but that's probably about it.
I don't have that yet, but I do have something else. If they're that spread out, stinking cloud, for sure.
How big's that radius?
That is a 20-foot radius,
Okay.
so it's just as big as a fireball. But this time,
Smelly, stinking cloud
But
goes
this time,
everywhere.
smelly.
Nobody light a match.
Let's see.
so they all need to make con saves,
What happens if they fail?
or they will spend their action retching.
Icky.
Yeah.
The 3 of them save, the other 2 fail. We'll say the 3 on the bottom save, and the other 2 have failed.
Okay.
As they do all
every
this.
turn
And so-
that they, yeah, that'll stay there, and every turn that they start their turn, they got to do it again. I think.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So they're still doing their thing. As that stinking cloud goes off, Valerius, you can smell it. It's awful. It's right there in front of you. It's terrible. That's your
me.
Kind of inconvenient.
that's your action. Bonus action, Friedrich.
Bonus action. Natalia's looking rough. I'm gonna give her some inspiration.
Natalia, you are inspired with a D6. You want to move?
Do I want to move?
Mm-hmm.
How many opportunity attacks would that be?
Just one.
One?
Yeah, just one.
Just one?
Mhm.
Okay. 30 feet straight up then.
Just kidding, it was 5.
Does a 21 hit?
Ah, yes it does. A little nick.
You take
Nice.
you take 14 piercing damage, and as you pull away, your speed is reduced to 0. As you get hit with that sentinel attack, you stay put. But you're
That
because of his reach, you were able to get you're 10 feet up in the air. So he's the only one who could hit you, but you're now 10 feet in the air. You can go no further, and you take 14
Have
piercing
you
damage.
used your luck already?
What do I do with that?
I don't know.
He could avoid
How do I
getting. You could avoid getting hit if you wanted to luck it.
Yeah, luck that for sure. That hurt.
Possibly.
Rolled higher.
Rolls higher.
Oh my god,
You
he
take
did!
Unlucky.
Unfortunate.
Very unlucky. But you are 10 feet above the crowd. He's got this. He's looked back down at you. You go no further. Your remaining speed reduces to 0, and that ends your turn. That'll bring us around to Lizzie. Lizzie is going to make their way over to you, Coyote, and give a little bit of your own medicine to you as a couple attacks and a flurry of blows come your direction.
You
That's
moved
cool.
Ivy?
I don't think I embodied her over here. I don't think I said
You're
for
right.
her.
Does a 8 hit or an 11 hit?
No.
And then the other one is a 22. The rest are higher.
Maybe.
The flurry of blows,
Possibly.
3 of those hit.
Whoa.
You take.
Sorry.
It's the wrong size. 3 of those hit.
Yeah,
You
it's
take
huge.
a total of 18 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Okay, fine.
All of these people just us?
What?
That's
You
Kind of what it sounds
you
like.
you resist you resist the stunning strike, and you are not stunned until the start of her next turn, and that will end Lizzie's
for her.
turn. Yeah. Ivy is then going to release the bat wings, take flight, get about 30 feet in the air, rising kind of in a twisting motion as Lizzie ends her turn, standing up and is going to sling scorching rays at you, at Valerius, Friedrich, and probably Tag. So Valerius, Friedrich, then Tag. So Valerius, you get, does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Friedrich, 23. And then
No,
Tag,
that's gonna.
a 23 misses? Yeah, sure. Then Tag does a 19 hit.
Yes.
All right, so damage going out, same order. Valerius 4, Friedrich 5, Tag 8, all fire. As she stands up in this whirlwind and starts slinging firing rays at all of you. That ends her turn. Natalia, you're bloodied, but this guy who just hit you is on his last legs. What are you doing?
Good, because I'm angry.
Mhm.
You don't like me when I'm angry.
You won't like me when I'm angry.
Get him, Nat.
Natalia will, first things first, down her potion of greater healing. 'Cause good God.
That's, that'll be 4d4 plus 4 to you.
I thought you were about to tell me no, and I was gonna be very sad.
That's
Oh
not
wait,
against
No.
the rules.
44 plus
4.
44 plus 4.
That's 13 healing to you, Natalia, as you drink it quick, and you got your scimitars out, or your shaskas.
Better. That's better. I am going to look at Basil or whatever the heck, and she's gonna say, "You should have stayed in the ground," and she will hit with advantage because flanking.
Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
21.
That hits, no problem. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Meant to unplug that.
Oh, go. Sorry. Well, that also would hit too.
You can transfer that attack to either Clifford or Archie. Your choice.
Well, we'll go with Basil first because you said he was looking bad.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll damage on Basil.
That is 12.
That is
Wait.
plenty. So Basil has taken a few hits after he came across with the smites against you, and now you've got the upper hand. Now you take him out. What does this look like?
Well, I say you should have stayed in the ground. Now you'll be consumed, and I'll just she'll take her shashkas and just and then cut his legs until he just kind of falls forward. And then she'll grab him by the neck and pull him close to her chest, and she'll have her necklace absorb him.
It just, you can see this it's very close, and it just almost pulls from his body into hers, and then he falls to the ground lifeless, his soul absorbed. That's your first attack. The second attack goes to either Clifford or Archie. Your choice.
We'll go with Clifford.
That does hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Oh, I love it.
14 points of
That's
damage.
14.
As you come across this one, you come across with a Shashka. It hits the armor, it breaks straight through, splits the leather, and lands deep into its shoulder blades. You come across Percy. There's a bit of blood that kind of flies up in your face as all this happens. That's your action, bonus action, or that's action, bonus action. Do you want to move?
No, I'm gonna stay over here with my friends. They're a little bit surrounded still.
Okay. That'll end.
Yeah.
That ends your turn, Natalia. That brings us to Percival.
Yeah. How much of that did I see?
She brought it in pretty close. So
I
I'd
brought
say
him
none.
close, like I was hugging him. It was a
You
nice
said
hug.
blood splattered on me.
Yeah, then yeah, you were pretty close to it. You're being attacked right now, Percy. What are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I got other stuff going on.
You got a lot going on, Percy. What's up?
I bonus action side eye the shit out of Natalia. No. I will. Yeah, Archie wants to smoke, so I'm gonna attack him twice. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, go ahead. Archie turns towards you.
With the sun sword.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh crap! That's an 11.
11's unfortunately gonna miss.
Can I use one of my lucks and reroll?
Sure. Absolutely.
Alright, we're gonna do that.
That'll
It's a
hit,
base
no
19
problem.
plus
Yeah,
8,
yeah.
so-
Hits no problem.
Sweet, and we are going to level 2 smite this dude since he didn't learn the first time, and that's I think an extra 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage. Okay, so that's a total of 40 plus 5. So he takes
That's a lot.
18 points of damage from the first attack.
Okay.
As when he smites, like his axe glows red, and this mixture of red and white, kind of like rage, but like divine rage, like fills the air and just comes down like a crack of thunder. And
Love it.
he's gonna do it again.
All right. Again, second level divine smite.
Beautiful. Got him.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
That's okay.
So that's
okay.
that's
he
your full
misses the
action,
second.
bonus action.
Bonus action, he's going to drop protection from good and evil, and he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Shield of Faith. All right, +2 that health
Yes.
or that AC. That'll end the round. Top of the round, the druids continue their chanting. One of them's gone. 2 of them are unable to, but there are 3 remaining. As long as any of them are remain, they're going to continue to chant, and a little bit more of this green energy goes into it, and the tree begins to rise even further. You can see now that there is a bit of green energy coming from the effigy itself, running along the ground to the Cathias tree. And it's like they're coaxing the energy from the crystal into the tree itself. Top of the round, that will be Lizzie. Why is Lizzie? No. Sorry, that's not Lizzie. Roland.
I'll jump to the front of the line, huh?
No, that's I was gonna say that's what. Why is she there? No, that's just her. Where I've written her stat block. Yeah, that would be
She
crazy.
tries to move and I bite her.
is this?
Right, that'll bring us around to Roland. Roland is going to bonus action hide. Kind of sneak along the ground. Does anyone? Percy, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 13.
So as you're sitting there, coming out from nowhere, a crossbow bolt comes from nothingness and comes into you as you can't see the attacking target. Does a 18 hit?
It does not.
And it goes wide. And Roland's going to just damn, and then just kind of move around a little bit more and kind of get behind this rock and end his turn there. Clifford is up next. He's going to continue to engage with you, Percival. First attack is going now. He's flanking with Archibald now. So first 2 attacks that he's got, that's going to be that'll be a 26 to hit and a 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, they both hit.
Go ahead and make a concentration check for Shield of Faith.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I was skipped.
No, you're next. You
Okay.
go after Clifford.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Ooh.
They can see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Yeah, shield of face
Hate to
definitely
see it.
drops. That's okay though.
You take
damage.
12 points of slashing damage as he comes across with you with his
Does this dude have
sword.
a magical sword?
Yes. And then it's a +1 longsword. Everyone in this fight has +1 weapons. And then he's gonna
Lucky.
He's gonna go ahead and action surge and take 2 more attacks against you.
We don't have +1 weapons.
Ooh, life's hard. Does a 24 hit and a 20 to hit?
Yes. No.
I think.
20 doesn't hit, even though Shield of Faith's dropped.
Oh shit.
You have a
Yeah,
you have a
they both
+1. You have a +1 from the plus.
Oh, no, they have a -1.
Oh, they have a mine. Oh, I thought you said they
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
plus.
they have a minus. You take an additional 16 points of slashing damage with this action surge as he stands over you. And then he's gonna
16
bonus.
points.
Yeah, 16 points more of slashing.
Oh no.
He's gonna reach out and kick. He's gonna use an unarmed strike with his bonus action. That would be another
You're unconscious.
22 to hit. And you take
Yeah.
with that, it's flat damage on this. You take 3 damage. It's unarmed. It's unarmed strike,
I'm
so it's not
unconscious.
magical. So the first 2 come
Oh
across.
well, if it's not magical, I don't take anything.
Okay. Because it's not magical. The last one was him just kicking you in the chest. But you have a thing where you reduce non-magical damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so as the last one, it would have taken you down, but instead you just stagger as he takes all these strikes deftly against you. Go ahead.
Oh no, the second one dropped me. The
Oh.
The third one would have been he was unconscious.
Oh.
Yeah.
So as you fall with the second hit, he steps on your throat. You take 2 failed death saves. That'll end as he comes across.
Dare you!
Comes
You can't
across.
use a feature when you're not
I'm gonna
conscious.
eat
You're
all their
unconscious.
souls
You take,
now.
Okay.
you take hits.
okay.
Percival, so you are getting that smoke from Archibald and Clifford. Clifford comes across. He's got 4 attacks. They're all deftly placed. This guy's clearly got training that you don't. And as you fall on the ground, you hit the ground. The last thing you see is his heel in your chin, and it breaks your jaw, and you're on your last legs. Valerius.
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
What just happened?
All right, man. Let me go.
Heal him, Friedrich! Heal him!
You did
Friedrich,
so
what are you
good
doing?
against a whole bunch of sticks.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
Why aren't you a cleric, Friedrich?
That was me last campaign. Hang on.
I'll feed him a potion.
Oh, I was about to do that, but yeah.
You run over there. You pour a greater healing potion into a stomach. Percival, you feel all this go into you. Cough back to life. You gain 4d4 plus 4 healing.
2.
Go ahead and roll.
No,
Oh, 2d4 plus 2 health.
Yeah, I was the one with
Yeah,
the greater.
I got the peasant one.
That's alright. You want to roll it?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
Peasant
go ahead.
potion?
Yeah, she gave me the peasant one. She was like, "Yo, you're not good enough for the good stuff."
You take 6 healing, and you're no longer making death saves.
I will
Alright.
take it.
I'll stab Clifford.
It was your action to. It was action to feed him a potion.
Bonus action to attack? Dual
You
wielding?
must have already made an attack with your action to do a bonus action attack.
Oh, for dual wielding attacks?
Yes,
Yikes.
Oh, unlucky, dude.
I know. You can do something else though.
I'll shift.
Shit. Now is the time to shift.
I mean,
It's your middle of round 2. All right, you switch over, and shift into position.
got some movement though.
Yeah, you still got some movement if you want to take it. That'll end your turn right there, Valerius. Basil does not have a turn because he's dead, consumed by Natalia. Tag, you've seen Clifford now completely wreck your friend Percy. There seems to be a theme going on here. What are you doing?
I will walk up behind Clifford. I will tap him on the shoulder.
Right.
Excuse me, sir, but I cannot let you do this. And I will attack him.
So polite.
So
Kind,
Like,
kindly.
we
with
have
this.
manners.
Go
I will tap
ahead.
him on the shoulder.
Roll to hit with all those attacks, Torthak.
Please not kill my friend. Just these are not these at advantage.
They are. You're now flanking with
because
Valerius
Percy's
and
back alive.
well, not that, but Valerius and Natalia. Still works though.
I'm not even good enough to
that one
flank.
hits.
Jesus.
You're prone on the ground, Percy. Both of those are gonna hit. Oh, that's a natural 20.
That's a natural 20.
That's a nat 20.
Woo!
Then I'm guessing an 18 hits.
Yes, an 18 will hit against Clifford.
Yeah.
All the hit, all four,
Okay.
all of these attacks are gonna hit, and you get an extra d6 for the rage damage on top of all these. Extra d6 for the claw hit.
1d6
All
on
that good
every
stuff.
single one.
So it'd be
Okay, so
5d6
roll each one
total.
individually.
No, it'd be 5d6 total, right? And then
they're
you're-
2d6 an attack per claw.
It's 1d6 per claw.
1d6.
1d6, 1d6. 1d6, 1d6.
So 5.
So 5d6, and you add your modifier 4 times. And your rage bonus 4 times. It's a lot of damage, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So that should be like plus 20 or something, right?
Yeah, plus 20. And
So that's-
then the rage damage
Mhm.
is another 10.
So that's a total of what? 45 damage,
45?
which is more than enough.
Daggum.
You're probably close enough. You can
Nice.
transfer. Yeah, well, no, that's
45.
enough. That's going to be enough to come over very politely, tapping him on the shoulder, and then ripping this man's complete throat out as you completely murder Clifford, and you watch his soul run along the ground into Natalia's amulet. By
That's a
proximity,
big red dog
as
anymore.
it rips across, and he completely falls to the
Am I
ground.
able to get to anybody else with a bonus attack?
I would say you could probably get to Lizzie. You could turn around and attack Lizzie.
I will
You
go
actually
give
did-
one bonus attack to Lizzie.
I will actually say that you did. He only had 25 health left. You can take a bonus attack, and you can redo one of those attacks against Lizzie. So you can
Yeah,
take
'cause, like,
2 attacks.
One of those was that natural 20 too.
Yeah. So you can take 2 attacks against Lizzie. Because you would have had enough to take it out earlier than you wouldn't need it.
Roll 2
You
attacks
would not
on
have.
Lizzie.
Yes, sir. You wouldn't have needed all 4, but we did it all at once.
So that's a 20
That hits, no problem.
and a 10.
Unfortunately, 10 will miss, but the other one does. So go ahead and roll damage on that. Just an absolute destruction of Clifford, who just murdered Percival as we get into this
13.
scene. 13 damage to Lizzie
He knocked me unconscious. He didn't murder me.
for now. That'll end.
He's dead now.
He's dead now. That's true. That'll end. That'll end your turn. Tag, and that brings you around to Coyote. You've seen people die, and you see Natalia hit. You've seen Percival be hurt. You've got this flying sorceress throwing fireballs at everybody. What are you doing?
Well, Coyote's gonna bonus action shift.
Now's the
Now
time.
everybody's shifting.
Now
Now
is
is the time.
And then it's gonna go for Lizzie's throat.
All right, there you go. Go ahead and make all those attacks.
Nom nom nom.
2 to start, and then whatever you want for your bonus.
Oh, I've shifted. Is that not my bonus?
Oh yeah, you're right. So 2 attacks.
Okay, 15.
That hits, no problem.
Excellent. And 14.
That hits as well.
Ha ha! Suck it, Lizzie.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Suck it, Lizzie. Okay.
The sass.
It is.
She came at me. Okay, that's 12.
She did come at you.
12 damage. As you come across with it, now you're up here. You've got claws out, rising to your full form. You and Tag both. As you get into this, as you come across with Lizzie, just ripping into her. She's not prepared for this kind of fight. She thought it was going to be more hand-to-hand combat, not rip your throat out with a slashing. And here we go. So that's action, bonus section. Would you like to move? All right, that'll bring us around to Archibald.
Turn the war after we're
In that
done.
case, that'll end your turn. That'll bring us around to Archie. Archie's going to go ahead and bonus action rage. And as he gets into it, he can come up and looking at you, Roland and Percival. He's going to bonus action rage, turn at you with the blood spear here, and I'm going to make 2 attacks against you, Valerius, as you have come to save your friend here. Actually, he's going to make all 3 attacks against you, including the. Oh no, he can't do that. It's bonus action. So 2 attacks against you. That's a 19 and a natural 1.
The 19 hit.
19 hits. You're gonna take the first one comes at you and it gets you caught because you were actively feeding Percival the potion at that time. You catch it in the side. You take 8 piercing damage. The second one, as he comes around, he tries to slap you over the top, but as you're shifting, you kind of like your wings come up and he misses you completely. Gets in the ground. That's gonna end his turn. No, sorry.
All right.
You take 10 points of damage because he's raging now.
Wait, how much was it before? What'd you say before?
It was 8. Now it's 10.
All right, so 2.
Yeah.
All right, I use my reaction and I fly 20 feet in the air.
Okay. As you fly away. And he uses a reaction last time to hit Friedrich, so he doesn't have a new one yet.
Yeah,
he
that hurt.
doesn't get an attack anyways.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. You fly up there. Why don't you fly up there with the sorceress who's got a bunch of fireballs? That'd be great.
To be flying though.
To be flying. That'll end Archie's turn. That's actually bonus action, and he's gonna stay right there. Actually, what he'll do, if Valerius flies away, he's gonna move over here near Natalia, and get a more advantageous position where he's not surrounded. That'll bring us around to Friedrich.
Cool. You said these druids are too far apart to be hit by a shatter? Like, not all
They
of them.
are. Yeah, you could hit. I would say with a
hit 2?
shatter, you could hit 2 of them. Yeah.
And what about with that extra curse? Can they maybe hear really well?
Hey, this is a big shatter all of a sudden, dude. It's crazy.
Sounds like a great
There is a
idea.
curse.
Big
Is there
shatter.
a curse?
Big shatter.
There was a curse. I will say that the shatter can be bigger.
Big shit.
I'll say the shatter can be a little bit bigger. You can get you could get 4 of them. I'll say.
Okay. 3rd level shatter.
Okay.
As you do that, what does this look like for you, Archie? As you go out, you're gonna take out 4 of them.
Does the man just call me Archie?
He just called you Archie.
You mean Friedrich?
Yeah, you heard me the first time. Go ahead.
There
Friedrich.
is a thunderous boom, like emanating from the center of that fog cloud that you guys, I mean, obviously you can't see it, but it's like centered around the tree. It just explodes outwards, and you see Friedrich just a little snap. That's
And
all that happens.
For the first time, you smell the fart before you hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And here we go. Several of these, as these druids reach up and grab their ears and start holding them tightly, and it's very sad and very rough. They fall to the ground and they completely lose track of the ritual. And that's action. Do you want to move?
I can move now, so I'll fly up a little bit more and then get about right here.
Okay. Get up in the air.
Yes.
That'll end your turn. Or do you want bonus action?
I will inspire Percival because Percival is hurt. Like
Percival's
a
hurt.
lot.
He's hurt.
My man.
That in that turn.
A brave soldier. Stand
Percy's
up and
gonna
fight.
be just fine.
Yeah, he is.
Are you still on your back?
Yeah, he'll be fine. That'll end your turn, Friedrich. That brings you on to Lizzie's turn. Lizzie is going to look at Coyote and say, down, pup, and go ahead and try and take you down as well. First two attacks are coming against you. Does a natural 20 hit and a 25. You take a total of 11 plus 17 damage.
Alright, cool.
Are you still up?
Fine. Yeah.
All right.
When he asks that, I swear.
And then she's Lizzie's
Go
gonna
ahead.
go ahead and flurry of blows, using
Okay.
these attacks. First one against you, Cody, does a 12 hit.
Maybe.
Oh no, Coyote.
Wait, but no, it doesn't. Okay, oh my god. No.
Second attack against you, Cody, does a 27 hit.
This guy.
You take
Yeah.
nine points.
Ask.
So the first two come across. They're sharp. They're sharp thrusts to the pectoral region, and the last one is a hard kick to the knee. It buckles in. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage on the last hit.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Are you still up?
I'm not having a good time, but I am.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay. A coyote is invincible. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, cool.
You're still not done.
Unlimited actions.
Limited action.
It's just a sentinel. Oh, not sentinel. It's just a stunning strike. She's only got one. She's only got one more key point. And
18.
you save, and everything's
Dope.
fine.
Good job.
All right, so that'll end Lizzie's turn, and she's like, "Fuck!" And just look at this
I'm
giant.
still on that neck, Lizzie. Like,
It's like, all right, and that brings us around to Ivy's turn. Ivy's gonna go ahead and try to shoot the birds out of the air. One attack towards Valerius, two attacks towards Friedrich. Scorching Ray again. No, third level Scorching Ray. I'm gonna send Scorching Rays at both of you. 2 Scorching Rays each. Friedrich, you get the first 2. Does a 21 hit.
Yeah.
And
It does.
a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits too.
And then Valerius, you got pretty lucky here. A 4 and a 5. Does a 12 or 13 hit?
No.
Friedrich, you take 16 points of fire damage.
Hate to be that guy.
Me too.
Friedrich does not look good.
Friedrich's having a rough go of things. Ivy's gonna go ahead and start scooting around and taking evasive action, moving 10, 20, 30 feet or so over to here. And in her turn there, Natalia. Coyote's taking some
Okay.
hits. Archibald has made his way. He's got the spear in his hands. What are you doing?
Okay. So, with only one druid, does it look like he can complete the ritual on his own?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, as long as there are any
He's in
druids,
a stinking
he still
cloud
can.
still.
Yeah, he's still in a stinking cloud.
How does that affect him? So I want to make sure I make
If he
the best
fails his
decision.
con, he can't do his action at all.
Mm-hmm. So it's possible he could lose a turn, but yeah, they can. The druids continue the work. It takes a while. It looks looking at the ritual. It looks like it's nowhere close to complete. Like,
Okay, thank you.
Maybe
That's
we
kind of what
so I can
okay.
druid power.
we've probably only completed 40% of it.
Okay, that helps me make a decision a lot. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna look at Archibald, and with my Shashka, she's just gonna kind of like ting ting, and she's gonna say, "Darling, that spear is far too nice for you," and she will attack with her Shashkas once more at old Archie boy.
Okay, go ahead. Roll to hit against Archie. Archie's angry and raging.
I would like to use my inspiration. That is a 6.
Okay.
She's so
A
aggressive.
6 out of 6.
That will a 15 will exactly hit.
Yay! Okay, good.
Yeah,
Goodness, I love
with
that
with the curse bringing
what?
it down to 15, and then this.
That's gonna be. Why is it not? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, that is 14 for the first.
So you can see
Is he still up?
the piercing doesn't do as much as you think it should, but the necrotic goes through.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still up.
Okay.
He's still up. He's not
How's he
looking good.
looking?
He's not looking good.
Okay, good.
He's looking like he should have
want him
raged
to not
earlier.
look good.
That hits too.
That
Learned
is
this lesson
a
once before.
19.
That hits no problem. He looks like he should have started out by raging instead of taking that polearm hit.
14 more,
All right.
and then
Still
I will
up?
bonus action. I will use my bonus action because I am dual wield or whatever it's called,
Mm-hmm.
and I will make one more attack.
All right.
18.
God damn it. That works too. You
That
see
is 10.
You see another purple soul ride into Natalia's heart as Archibald falls as well.
Okay.
I think we
grab
need to
him.
have a
I want to grab him.
conversation.
If this is his death, if this is how he dies, I want to like take my sword and like use it, like swing it around him to hook him forward, pull him back, and just kind of like, and just until like
Oof.
falls on the ground.
Falls over dead.
Concern.
Ooh. All
Licks
the
the
concern.
blood from her lips.
Disgusting. Archie's fallen. Basil's fallen.
Just
Clifford's
a
fallen.
little on the cheek before I take him out.
All right. Well, that'll end. That's action. Bonus action. Do you want to move?
I do want to move, because Coyote goes before me. Can I make it? I believe I can. So I can give Coyote advantage when it is Coyote's turn.
You can't quite move that
Right here?
far.
I have 35.
Yeah, these
Walking
are 10.
speed.
These are 10-foot squares. Can't quite make it that far. You could get in. You could be right here though, and like be involved in all
That's-
this. Like you
Well,
could get into that melee
yeah,
range, but you
I guess
couldn't.
If you
Coyote
can fall.
could. They
Coyote
could
can flip
move.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Torthak could move in some
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. You'll be able to get where
Okay.
you need to be. Percival,
Okay.
you are prone on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. My homie's got me, so I'm gonna lay on hands
Okay.
on myself and give myself 25 hit points back.
Well, you just used 25 hit points to heal Natalia. How many do you have?
Huh?
Remember
No,
last
did-
session when
No, you
Natalia
didn't.
got
She-
struck
she
by
grabbed-
lightning?
I drank.
Do you remember last session when Natalia got struck by
yeah.
lightning?
Oh.
And then you healed her
No, I
with
don't
lay on
recall.
hands? Oh, you don't recall that? Well, I do.
No,
The-
I don't recall.
Let's check the
Yeah, I
tape.
would say he remembered.
You have-
Play it-
You-
play it-
you-
play it-
you
play the
gave
clip
her-
back. I don't
You gave
know
her
what happened.
23 hit points when that happened.
Well, I will give. Okay, well then I'll drink a potion of healing.
Okay.
Someone get the VOD.
Somebody clip the VOD. Clip the VOD.
That's what 2d4 for a potion of healing.
Yeah, 2d4
Standard.
bonus action just to drink it. 2d4 plus 2. So
I can
8.
Nice.
back.
You still have your action. You can looking around. You can see there's a skulking figure to your south. He's probably too far away for you to get to without a dash. And then you can see that there is a there's a monk
Is there
who looks
anyone
like that.
in my range that I can kill?
You could probably
Lizzie.
You
Can I get to
might
Lizzie?
be. Well, you'd have to stand up first, and so you don't have the movement to get over there because you're on the ground, prone. Lizzie and Roland are both on the ground, but you could not get to them without dashing.
I already used my bonus action. Damn it.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just get up.
You can get to
As
somebody.
close to them as I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll get to.
You can dash to Roland. Yeah.
Well. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I don't want to do that either. I will get like. Sure. Why not? Yeah. I'll action dash to Roland. It's cool.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, that'll end your turn there. That'll bring us around to the top of the round. This is the druid. We're gonna make its con save against stinking cloud. It'll make that, and another round goes by as this druid is frantically chanting, and you can see the tree is starting to continuing to go through, but it seems like it's got a little bit more time left. There's enough time, I guess you should say. Roland.
Oh no,
is-
you don't.
Oh no, you don't, you scurvy knave.
Roland is going to go ahead and bonus action disengage from you, Percival, and move away.
Mhm.
As he does, he's going to reach out and shoot a crossbow bolt at Tag. Right there. Tag does a... Finally, does a 24 hit.
Yeah.
You take... You take 21 piercing damage, halved to 10. No. Well, it's still halved to 10 because magical doesn't matter for barbarians. Still halved to 10. As he comes across, he's running, just, and it goes right into your back, straight into you, and then it sticks in tight, and it kind of hurts a lot, but not for someone like you. And then.
That's rude.
Yeah, then he'll keep moving and continue to run away from you, Percy. But he's not so far that you couldn't catch him with your next turn. That'll end his turn. Valerius, you're looking at
How far
Lizzie.
away is Lizzie?
You're looking at Lizzie. You're how high are you up? 30 feet.
I think it's 15.
So you're
You're under
about
15 on reaction.
no. I thought you said it was 20 feet. So you're about.
I read it. It was 15.
Okay.
But
So in that case,
Yeah.
you're no more than 30 or 40 feet. You could definitely move
can
closer
make
if you
this.
need to. If you needed to move closer, you could.
I'm gonna move closer to attack.
Okay. You kind of fly up and over and get kind of close in range, wherever you need to be. 10-foot squares.
I'm gonna go. Is this flanking or like
Are you-
overwhelmed or like?
If you're up in the air, it doesn't really matter as much. Are you shooting them?
Well,
Or
I'm
are you
saying is, do I have a
are you rapier? Or are you shooting them?
I want to stab him.
Oh yeah, you're flanking them. No problem. You can get over there and flank them. I'ma stab him.
Got a 21.
That hits, no problem.
Oh. How do I not know this? That's 6 and was that 17 damage?
It's a lot of damage. It's enough
17 piercing.
It's enough to take out Lizzie's last 13 hit points. So as you guys are all surrounding Lizzie and all turn into what you're doing, Valerius comes over the top and his raven wings come out as he glides over you, and as he's flying over, just straight down through the shoulder blades, and blood comes spurting up, and Lizzie falls to the ground, completely devoid of life.
That's right, Lizzie. I'm a bonus action dash.
Okay. Ivy's
zoom
in the air as well. You could probably get to her if you wanted to. From where you are.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, that gets you there. Tag, you're on the ground. You're looking around. What are you doing?
That person just died.
Yep.
He flew away.
Yeah, Valeria's just
just
did a
been
drive-by
shot.
stabbing.
Just the
I know.
drive-by.
A drive-by stabbing, and I got a drive-by shooting.
Yep. You've been stabbed. Yeah, you can make it a roll in if you need to. Yeah, you can turn around and make it a roll in if you want to.
Yeah.
Who is yet to be hit, because he's a rogue.
I will get up to him and be like, why? Why do you continue to fight?
What a rude thing to say.
Yeah, I know, and I'm gonna do 2 claw attacks and a bite.
Okay.
We're gonna chew on somebody.
All right.
All right.
All right.
You do your thing, my
Let's
dude.
Chew.
Roll to hit.
Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
Probably not a rogue.
It does not.
Oh, does another one hit?
Yeah, how about another 13?
Actually,
Okay, how about another 13?
Actually.
Oh, how about the bite attack with 19?
that does hit.
Let's go.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Well, I will bite him.
Bite me.
Excellent.
Oh, nice. All 2 of my teeth hit
Perfect.
for a total of 8 damage.
Oh
All
my
right.
goodness.
Dang.
The bonus on that attack is
Um,
insane.
Yeah, he's worried that there'll be more damage later, so he's just gonna not uncanny dodge that, and hope he gets more point later.
He's like, help.
That's actually still a bonus action.
Well, let's bonus action just another single claw attack against him.
Hit him again.
Hit him!
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him
13.
again.
Yeah, does a 13 hit?
Natural 20.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
That's
How
a
about a-
13.
How about a
Thank you.
13 plus 7?
Can I get an uncanny dodge?
He's about to.
So we doubled that to 10.
Mhm.
I think you rolled 2 dice, yeah? I thought you just
He's just doubling 1 die, so it's fine.
That's a total of 16.
16 damage. He'll go ahead and uncanny dodge that to knock it down to 8, but still a lot with a natural 20 as you come in with the claw attack. It is not looking good for your boy Roland. That will end your turn there. Tag. Coyote, you done messed up Lizzie bad. Ivy's in the air. Tag seems to be attacking someone.
You know,
Make
the
it to
norm.
rolling.
You're fast.
Yeah,
I believe in you.
Like the 10, 20, 30.
Yeah, you can probably get there.
Excellent. So he's not looking good.
He's not
But with
looking
what is left
good.
of his strength.
He's not looking
He is
good
gonna-
anymore.
No. But he's gonna get a chomp in on Roland before he goes.
Okay.
Yeah. You grab one arm, I grab the other.
Ooh, I love it. I love this idea.
Hold me back.
You're gonna an arm strike, flurry of blows. And let's see, depending on how that goes.
Ooh, I thought that was about to be a 1.
That's a
Does
13.
a 13 hit?
A 13, unfortunately, is going to miss.
I know that the
Oh,
first
13.
2 13s did not hit, but that third
Do you have luck? Do you have
The
luck?
third one might have done
Yeah.
it.
Do you
Oh,
have
yeah.
luck?
Got luck.
Have you used
I
your luck?
do.
There you go.
How'd I do that? Does I
Just roll another
Roll
one.
Just
again.
roll again.
Just roll
Well,
again.
another
one.
one.
Another one.
another one?
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
it's
that's
worse. It's a
Come on.
7 now.
How could this
God,
happen?
another one.
That will miss as well.
Nobody could see this coming.
Cool.
That doesn't seem very lucky at all.
I'm gonna say that's unlucky.
Oh,
There we
21.
go. There
A
we
21 does hit. Go ahead and roll that.
Excellent, excellent. And I would like to Hand of Harm that as well.
I'm sorry, what?
What is
Hand
that?
of
What?
Harm!
Hand of Harm?
Yeah!
I
Yeah,
love that.
most people call it a fist, but
I hit you with those real bad vibes and you take necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
Dope.
Okay.
Thing.
Coyote's fist suddenly smells like dead people.
Nah, that's just the stinking craft.
He's gonna give him
No,
the
that smells
snoot
worse.
of doom.
That's just those burnt druids.
That's
Max damage.
8 and okay, what's handy card? It's an extra D6 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 1. So yeah.
Nice. Another D6. Max damage on it. So
Excellent. 7.
Max
So that's
damage.
15 damage.
15 damage on it. Roland is not looking his best anymore. He was fine 2 minutes ago, but now here we are. Alrighty. With that, I think that ends your turn, Cody. Friedrich,
Yes.
how
It is my turn.
How you looking over there?
Oh, not good. Those rays of flame just kind of struck him right in the back because he wasn't looking, and his butterfly wings are a little bit singed now. He's gonna retreat a little bit and go down to the rocks, with the intent of kind of trying to put some cover between him and that person that keeps throwing fire at him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna drop the stinking cloud.
Okay.
The fart dissipates.
Okay.
And instead, ethereal shot is coming out as a cannon forms on his hand.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and take out that last druid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right.
I'm ready for this druid to be gone.
Pow!
Nice.
Oh.
Do you have luck? Do you have luck?
I do.
What's
I
that?
had
What's the
two.
total? What's the total?
Does a 13 hit?
Yeah, I was gonna say, beat me to it.
Does a 13 hit? Oh, wait a minute.
What's your total?
13.
It's an 11.
An 11 does hit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
And so with this last,
Silly commoners.
just a regular person. As it does, it just the last one of Friedrich from up top, just through the skull. It's terrible. And
We know what happens with firearms and commoners.
I was gonna say, it reminds me of the bar all over again.
I don't want to
not
talk.
again.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
Friedrich, that'll end your turn.
Oh, bonus action inspiration, though.
Cool. That'll end your
Or
turn, Friedrich.
Natalia. Yeah.
Ivy is gonna, as you've come up to them, Valerius. Ivy's gonna look at you and say, "Probably need to go help your friends, love," and reach over, and you see a small little red dot appear right about here, in this area. I need everyone.
Good at dex saves. I'm good at dex saves.
Everyone
That's the
right
only thing I'm good
here.
at.
I don't think I can get Natalia.
God,
Where they are.
I knew this.
I need
This
Percy.
was gonna happen.
I need Percy, Coyote, and Tag all to make a dexterity saving throw as
Oh,
Ivy
you get my
casts.
advantage on it
Yeah, you can see it.
for danger sense.
Yeah, you get advantage on that because you can see this is an effect you can see as Ivy casts Fireball in the middle of all of you. As it erupts into flames here atop Yesterhill.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nat 20 Coyote on a
Nat
save!
20.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Hey. I'm hanging on to this one hit
So
point.
Coyote doesn't take any damage, right?
No.
No, we
I got a
changed that rule.
16.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we changed
6
that one.
Yeah, that's a different game. Percival, you save. Percival, you save. James, you save with a natural 20. Coyote, you save with a natural 20. Back to backs. You all take 13 fire damage as it engulfs all of you.
I am still up.
I
Coyote.
think Coyote
Wait,
is
we
the-
all take 13?
We all
Yeah.
take 13 fire
Alright,
damage.
never mind. I'm down.
All right.
No.
Rude.
As you go down, Tag, how are you looking, Tag?
Doing pretty great.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
In that case, she's gonna go ahead and quicken
Get me.
and cast fire
Do it.
bolt and sling that at
Get me.
Natalia. Natalia
Oh,
does
that's not me.
Natalia does an 18 hit.
Does.
Dick move.
You take 9 fire damage as the fire bolt comes flying at you as well. And then she's going to look at Valor and say, "Smoke him back there." And then just wait for a moment. That'll end her turn. Natalia.
Well, I'm not a healer, and I don't have any potions. Natalia will, let's see, 5, 10, or 10, that's right, 10, 20. Yeah, I can make it over to Ivy, right?
Ivy is 30 feet in the air.
Ivy is flying.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's wrong? You ain't got wings?
No, I don't have wings.
Yeah, you ain't
Not
got
yet.
Couldn't be me.
exactly. Wings, bro.
You can get to roll. You can get to Roland.
And I mean, that's the only person I can get to, so.
Mhm.
She's 30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air.
I would like to try something,
Okay.
because I'm pretty pissed off with this chick.
Ooh.
Okay.
I have 35 movement, which would get me to here, right?
Sure.
I would be right next to her, right under her.
Sure.
I would like to do that, Misty Step 30 feet into the air with my shashkas and come down on her like a rain of fury for taking out my friends.
I love it. You misty step 30 feet in the air, and you are coming down, taking both attacks as you're swinging down from it. So you're basically like to the air. Valeria, she sees Natalia appear, just like coming across like GI Joe. I don't know, get into the chest. Go ahead and make 2 attack rolls.
Yeah.
As she does this, she's gonna say, "Your ritual has failed. You have chosen the devil, and now you will choose to be buried beneath this earth once more."
Oh my god, so much time in the air.
Well, this is as she's walking up, okay?
It's internal monologue. Internal monologue. Go ahead and roll the hit.
It's an anime.
Roll
Yeah,
roll a
it's
hit
a-
on these.
It's so anime.
Versus Strahd.
That hits.
Do I get advantage with?
No, you don't get
Valerius?
advantage. You're flying through the air.
Lucky
The
you
only
get
reason you're not,
disadvantage.
the only
I
reason
think
you're
you still
not
have
rolling
luck, though, don't you?
disadvantage is because that's happening.
That's a natural 20.
Another nat 20. I love it.
So
That's a
good.
natural
Roll,
20.
roll this damage. Ivy is unhit, has not been hit yet. Go ahead and roll all this damage.
So there's the normal.
This is the worst thing that could
Dunked
ever
on
happen in
Ivy.
Ad.
We're so good.
That's 11.
That was amazing.
That's the normal. This is the critical. I don't know if my right damage is crit too.
It is.
It is?
Everything is crit.
Okay.
Yeah, you double that
Crit
too.
And if that doesn't kill her, I will hit again. I will
That's
attempt to hit
25 and 11, which is 36. She only has 29 total. How do you want to do this, Natalia?
again. Yes!
Whoa.
God, dude.
I
Oh,
fly through the air like a fallen angel, and I take my shashkas and I come around the back of the neck with one. I come around the front with the other, and I just with my knuckles, I crack and I slice at the same time.
It is gruesome, and this flying tiefling just gets murdered by a misty stepping Natalia as it comes down and rips it across, and she falls to the ground. And Ivy and Natalia begin to fall.
I will take the full damage
Natalia,
with pride.
as you hit,
I am happy to take the full damage.
you take 10 fall damage. Are you still conscious?
I am. I'm barely
Okay.
conscious.
As you come
I'm
down,
near death, but it was
you
worth
slant. You come across, the swords are bloodied, and you slam to the ground. Hero stance. You look around. There's this, and everyone in the party except for Coyote sees that Ivy's body and all this purple energy soak into Natalia as she lands in the ground in the mud on top of Yesterhill. It is amazing and fantastic and glorious. And we're gonna go to break, so we'll be right back. It's fantastic.
Oh my kill.
Hello and welcome back to the stream. Thank you all for sticking up with us through the break, as this encounter atop Yesterhill is coming to a close. But we currently have one party member still down. Who's going to help our dear Coyote?
Well, I was. Do we have any like regular healing potions though, since the fight is over?
I don't know. Do you?
Wow.
Did we loot
don't.
any of
I
their
mean-
bodies?
I haven't
Wow.
used mine.
So much concern for life. He's like, man, but this costs too much to use.
Okay,
wondering,
well,
because there
it's
could be a better
Percival's
situation.
turn.
I will
so-
rush over.
Hold on, it's Percy's turn.
First of all,
Oh, we're in initiative still?
Are we? Yeah.
Okay.
We can still be in. It sounds like we're. No one said I'm healing Coyote, so we're still initiative.
I
Percival.
was about to if we were out of potions.
You said I did. I've got like 1 or 2 points of lay on hands left, right?
2.
Oh,
2. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I will go over to Coyote and I will cast lay on hands and bring them back to life.
Yay. Much obliged, friend.
And
It was
with
dark
that,
in there.
and with that, Cody, you come back to consciousness, and the hill, while silent from Strahd's summoning beforehand, so that we could hear Friedrich sing, has turned into now. The rain has come back, and here we are, atop
I will
Yesterhill.
rush over to my best friend and embrace them in the biggest hug, knowing that they're okay.
We got him.
My fury subsides. My raging fury subsides.
Yay.
Wait, hold on. There we go.
I have now rushed over.
Have now rushed over.
Coyote is very thankful to see that all of the baddies are gone.
Percy will just fall on his butt and just sit. The sun sword is now just the hilt again, and he'll just kind of drop it down next to him and just sigh heavily and shake his head.
I'll take a seat next to Percy as well. And I'll just kind of recline back with like the blood kind of spilling from the corner of my head, and I'll say, "Oh, so that is what it's like to meet the devil. Oh, lovely.
The,
I'm not
The
strong
thing
enough
in-
yet.
Oh no, not even close.
the thing in the tree, what was that?
Oh, do you mean the effigy? They put the stone. That's right. They put the stone in the heart.
Should somebody get that?
Somebody. That is it. That is a very good idea.
I'm still a little,
I'll fly over
mostly
and
dead down here, so if anybody
like
else
somebody else
wants
has a
Mostly
flat. I'll
dead.
go get it.
Somebody else wants to handle that.
Yeah, I can fly up there and get it.
to- excellent. Thank you.
Hilarious.
You go. I
Go ahead.
No, he was just saying he. Like, Valerius has got it. Because he doesn't feel like flying.
Valerius, you fly up to the effigy, and it is very reminiscent of Strahd. Now that you've seen his face up close, it's a pretty accurate rendition to the Count himself. And as you go up there, you fly up to this thing, you perch on the shoulder, and you can see looking down, it looks like they've actually taken like a wine barrel itself to kind of base this whole thing around. And then there's branches and things that they've druid crafted around it to hold it in place. Quickly using your rapier or your dagger, whatever you've got, you could pull across and rip some of these brittle roots. And inside there's this large green, almost emerald. It's like nearly the size of a basketball. And it's multifaceted. It looks like it's very clean cut, and it is pulsing this sort of green energy. You can just take it if you want it.
I mean, I'll take it. How large is it? Is it like super large?
It's the size of a basketball.
It's a basketball. You know,
Oh.
yeah, but
It's a big boy.
You know, basketball.
Ooh, just basketball?
Wonderful. Darwin
Yeah.
will be very happy to have that back, I'm sure.
I mean, I'll grab it.
you pull it out, and there it is yours.
Nice.
One gem from the
One
Wizard of the
basketball.
Wines.
1 of 3.
Hell yeah.
You guys look terrible.
It's true, we do.
I
Thanks.
feel like it too.
You look fine though. Must
You
be
look
nice.
wonderful.
I just woke up.
Did you even take a
Hey,
hit?
did you sleep tonight?
Nah, I'm too good for that. I don't take hits.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're very
Just be
quick.
dodging. Just be dodging, man. Just don't get hit.
That
Oh,
is
damn, I
an
should have thought of
excellent
that.
suggestion.
That would be nice. I'll adhere to that next time. Thank you.
You guys should take after me and tag.
Sound advice.
Perhaps you could train us.
I already got too many proteges. Hundreds.
Of course you do.
There's a backlog.
I'm sure you do.
I can put you in though. Get to you next year.
Could you? Oh.
Yeah, it's not easy raising masters.
So disappointing. I would love to be trained by you.
You couldn't make space for a friend.
I don't even know if we're friends anymore, Freddie.
That is a good point. Frederick, we
Yeah.
learned quite a lot about you and your father within the last
20 minutes.
20 minutes or so, yes.
Yeah. Let me pull out my notepad. I made a notes. Doesn't remember having connections with Strahd. Next line. Daddy is loyal servant. Care to explain? Seems pretty important. Seems like
That is a
something that's hard to
very
miss.
key piece of information that you have kept obscured from
Yeah, it seems kind
the
of weird.
recent party.
I kept what scared exactly?
All right,
you know
well,
who my father is.
I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation that won't
Apparent-
result in yelling because I have a death headache and I would appreciate no yelling.
On your behalf, Coyote, I will not yell. I will be
Thank you.
civil.
I go over and I'll rub
and you're
Coyote's
right.
temples.
Yay. Solidarity, bruh.
You did good. You did good.
I'm a good boy. Thank you.
Well, what are you trying to know? I feel like everything's been laid out.
Why you're a liar?
Why am I a liar?
Quote, doesn't remember having connections with Strahd. Quote, daddy is loyal servant. From Strahd's mouth.
My father is the Earl of the North. Of course he works for Strahd.
You told me
Like
that.
everyone else here.
I asked you that. Whoa, everyone?
Yeah, everyone at least on face value.
Nah. Percy said no.
So if the devil
Correct.
came straight up to you and asked you if you were working for him, if you were his servant, you would say, no.
That's what Percy said.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought like it was stated that he was his right-hand man, like his advisor.
Something like that.
Say he didn't
So-
remember.
I was asking Daniel because I didn't want to like
Oh.
role play it out in case I was incorrect.
Who didn't remember me?
Like,
Yeah,
did
you said
Strahd
you're-
say that though?
He said daddy is his loyal servant.
He said he
That's a
was
direct
the
quote.
right hand, or he was like in the running for
Yeah,
it, but
Strahd
he was a
came
little
up
too
and he was like-
backstabby.
Yeah.
Erwin told Valerius.
Yeah, he's
And
the
it's
only one that knows that.
unclear if Valerius told the party yet or not. Erwin
no.
told Valerius that Friedrich's father could have been the
right
right
hand.
hand of Strahd.
Okay.
And then I questioned him without telling him that, and he was like, "Nah, no connection."
He said that his father is kind of dark and brooding and not a very good father figure, but other than that, he didn't really say much else.
Yeah, I know, because I specifically questioned about Strahd. I was like, "So connections with Strahd?" And you were like, "Huh." And then, yeah, specifically asked.
Clip that.
Run the VOD back. Run the VOD back.
Can we have a refresher?
We'll be right back. Here
One
on
second.
Curse
A
of Strahd.
little bit of downtime.
I don't know if it's necessarily valuable now, but what are you saying now, Friedrich, in response to these accusations?
I mean, he's the Earl of the. He works for Strahd, yes, but I don't think he likes him. I didn't think he was ever told this. I don't know.
The sins of your father are not yours.
False.
It is a very good question, or a very good point out, Percival. So then I would like to ask you another question, is that, what do you think of your father and the devil that rules this land and that connection? Because Percival does have a very good point. So I think that question and those questions are quite more valuable.
Well, I've told you how I feel about him. But as for my father, I don't know. He was never a very good father figure, I suppose. But I didn't think he was that closely in line with him. I mean, obviously he rules something, so he must be of some esteem, but I never thought he was what Strahd said about him, or what the devil said about him.
It's gonna come right back, you know.
Like, you call me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said my
Shut up.
name.
Hey, you talking about me? What's up?
I was just down
And-
the road and I heard you talking
Call me,
shit. So
call me by my name.
And if your father were to become closer with the devil, what would you do then?
What do you mean?
I
That's a
feel
very
like I was.
broad question, I'd say.
If he was to serve as his right hand, if he was to become the loyal servant that was claimed here, what would you do?
I'd imagine I'd probably be on the run, because I imagine he'd need to kill me then. Don't know how far I could run though, because I'm a little too deep in it now to question my decisions. Apparently he knows exactly what we've been doing and what we've been saying, and he could read my mind just as easily as I could speak it to you. So I don't think there's any place for second guessing currently.
Why are you here, Frasier?
Yes.
Well, I was here to do the mission that my father set out for me. But that feels like a long time ago. It's been a minute since then, and a lot has happened. So if you want to know what I'm doing here now, I think I'm trying to end this curse. I don't think it's right what's been happening anywhere in Barovia. I don't think it's my place to just sit by and let it happen. If my father is what he says he is, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but I don't. This is just as new to me as it is to ye. Alright? I've never heard something that's not something I've known about him before. He starts to choke up a little bit. Like he's finally losing his goofball outer exterior. Just a touch. But he finally regains his composure and he's like, so yeah, I'm in it. You can question me as much as you want. Go ahead. I know I'm just a pretty boy from down the street. Living in a big fancy house with a bunch of servants and whatever. I'm done with that. Fucking sucked. I'm here. That's what you need to know.
When we first met, thought you'd be dead within a week. But
You gave him a week.
I mean, he had guards and stuff.
That's true.
Very true. It
No
didn't
offense.
last very long either, though.
Did you see who was leading him?
But to give up everything you had, fight alongside us. To me, that says more about your character than words could.
Well, if I'm honest with you, I thought I was out here protecting my family, but I don't think they need protecting anymore. So no, I guess I'm out here trying to help protect all of you. In my own way. I think you people need protecting a little bit more than anyone else in this fucking barren wasteland.
So has it settled everybody?
I think the only thing that presses upon me is that you use the words maybe a lot. You don't seem to take a hard stance very much. On the fence, I believe they call it. And I think that presses upon me. Because I don't really know how you feel about things. And that could put us in jeopardy. So, are you willing to put away the maybes and the what ifs and take a harder stance? And the I thinks and the... Because that would be much more reassuring. I can't speak for everyone else, but it would be much more reassuring for me.
Yeah, it might be.
That's fair.
Well, when you find out that your father is the right hand of the devil, you can tell me how sure and clear your conscience is. And then maybe then I'll put away the maybes. And the what ifs. Once I get that sorted in my head, then sure. I'll tell you exactly how I feel. Right now, that's a little bit,
Natalia looks very disappointed with that answer. She doesn't say anything, though.
I need some time to think about it.
I'd also like a nap.
I would like that as well.
And you deserve one, Coyote.
Thank you.
You fought valiantly.
I can still feel the life leaving my body, so if I can get that nap.
Friedrich,
Yes.
if these things about your father are true, that would put you on, obviously that would put you on opposite sides of this conflict. If you were to see him, I believe...
And you're a little hard to hear.
Oh, sorry.
That's just his
Trying to
character.
do my... Yeah,
He's
I know,
a
I know.
know.
Just gotta lean in.
Seeing as you and your father are on opposite sides of this conflict, if you were to see him before we got to the devil, Natalia, and I think the rest of us would like to know that you would make the right decisions.
You mean like strike him down? Or something like that?
If it were necessary. Or stay out of my way. If it comes to that.
I know what you fight for, Percy. And the only reason I would ever try and stop you from doing it would be to keep you alive. It's the only reason I tried to stay your hand with that devil. So please believe me when I say that I don't want any of this. But if it comes down to it, there's no point in protecting my family if my family is on the wrong side of shit.
He'll glance over at Natalia, and in your head, you'll hear, is that more like what you wanted to hear?
I only wish to hear the truth. Not in-betweens, not on the fences, not maybes, not what-ifs. And I think that is.
Family is it can be a fickle thing sometimes.
Is that to her or me?
Oh, no, that's to you.
Oh, okay. You could say that?
Your father's made his decision. And we know that he stands with the devil.
I mean, what other decision does a person have? In a world created by the devil with no one to stand against them except the army of those who have failed. I think his father might be the only sane one here.
Perhaps you're right.
It's not the people of Barovia that are corrupted, it's by design, everybody in this world is act like this. That's how Barovia was made. You fear or you die. You kneel or you die.
There's a difference between kneeling and sitting at the right hand of the devil.
You're right. One of them comes with luxury. For those of in your family, for yourself. One, you get to live on the streets and fight over half pieces of bread. If you're lucky, you can sit in a crowded church with the windows barred while spirits bang on your door. Or you can have your own castle. Live your life as servants with your family, and only you need to get your hands dirty. I'm just saying, I think that if we kill the devil, everybody else in Barovia won't be so evil.
Yes, it will lift much more than just slaying him. It will lift much more than I think we realize. I think we've pressed him enough. Sorry.
Good. I was gonna say it sounds like we're not gonna kill each other, so we can move on.
Move on, keep on keeping on.
If we were returning back to Davian, Is this all happening while we're walking back? Because I do want to have a moment real quick with Percival.
I think we were just having a short rest here on Yesterhill, amid all the
Okay.
bodies.
Anything left on the bodies?
That's a
I
good
saw
question.
weird colors coming off of them.
Yeah, did we?
Stuff
did
was
we,
happening.
That's a good question. Did we loot everything? Are we trying to look for things? What's going on?
Yeah.
Most
I had that
importantly,
spear.
Are you kidding me?
That guy had that spear.
I was told they had +1s.
Yeah, I heard
Alright.
something about a lot of +1s.
Did any of them have axes?
let's go look around. So specifically, there's some stuff here that's good for everybody. We'll start with you,
For everyone.
Coyote. Yeah, for you, Coyote. So first of all, everyone's taking a short rest, and we're getting some hit points back and all that fun stuff. So Coyote, you go over to Lizzie, that you were fighting in this character, and you start searching this body.
Excellent.
The first thing that you find on her person is a pair of bracers that look to be super fancy and protective. They're very aesthetically pleasing. They're kind of this. They're muddy right now, but they look like they used to be a very kind of dark olive color. But right now they're kind of covered in mud and probably need some help to get clean. But they are. They look like they're very nice and magical in nature.
I'm gonna slip those on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Shout out to the raiders.
Yeah, I was
who
about to say
joined
thank
us.
you, Constructed
Yo.
Chaos, for the raid, and thank
And-
you, Super Dylan, for the raid.
Shout out. Welcome to the
Thank
the
you so
gang.
much.
It's been fantastic. We love it and we appreciate it. And if you like the content, give it a follow. It's all kinds of good stuff. Thank you so much for joining us here. Roland, not Roland, on Roland's body, Valerius, you find a hand crossbow that is a +1 hand crossbow, and a quiver of 20 bolts that are all +1 as well. Thanks for more subs. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, so much love.
Percy, the shield that Basil carried is emblazoned with a demonic entity that is nowhere near the same alignment you are, but it's much more finely made than yours. +1, but it's got the wrong symbol.
You
on
don't
it.
say.
I do say. In addition to
Arthas
that,
would love to fix that for you.
Arthas would, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
In addition,
on his person, you do find a holy symbol to Lathander. These two things do not match at all.
I pick up the shield.
Pick up the shield. Cuckoo.
Yeah.
Tag. Torthag. On the body of Archie, there is a. You find the spear. And however that the spear is it's long. It's obviously a polearm, but it feels like it's heavier than it should be, and it is. As you pick it up, you can see that it's red with blood from the fight as well. But you go to wipe it off, and you kind of slide your wrist and try to wipe the blood off the blade and off the tip of it, and it continues to bleed, as if something comes from the inside out of this thing. And it has a sense to it that it is not a kind weapon. There's something
What does it
off
taste
about
like?
it. It's irony. It tastes like pennies. It tastes like pennies, which is gross.
What are pennies?
Yeah, they're like copper,
Pieces.
but worth less.
Yeah.
Worthless. Terrible.
Two different words. But it is a very finely made weapon, and it has a bit of energy to it as well. Natalia.
Vibes?
Yeah, bad vibes, powerful vibes.
It's a bad vibe stick.
Natalia, both of those swords. There are two swords on Clifford's body. One's a long sword, one's a short sword. Both are +1, and they're available to you if you want them.
Okay.
And then on the sorcerer, on Ivy, there are a pair of boots that are a little bit more finely made than everything else that she has on her berth. Then collectively,
Wait, is that who sees that? The boots.
Friedrich.
Boots
And then collectively,
of speed.
collectively
Of speed.
across all of their persons, you find 200 or 2,600 gold pieces across all of their bodies.
Oh my gorges.
Why were these rock people so rich?
They used to be adventurers
they
like
Is
you.
used to be
is somebody
adventurers.
keeping party funds?
They used to be adventurers. Now they are no longer.
Is somebody keeping party funds? Because that's a pretty penny.
I think we were splitting everything up, but I could do it if you want. That's a lot
Yeah.
of money.
That is a lot.
Okay.
I can't
2006.
count that high.
2,600 gold pieces.
600.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Friedrich, you also would find on the sorcerer 1 diamond worth 300 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Convenient.
Ooh.
Wow.
Does anybody can anyone actually use it though?
Might be able to next level.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. We did technically level up, but we'll do that after the session's over.
Yay!
As
well.
Dope.
Just a
Okay.
little further from death.
We loot. We take.
We nap.
We nap. We short rest.
We need to nap.
Um,
More.
More nap.
More nap.
If we're taking is that all the loot? I don't want to interrupt you, Daniel.
That is the entirety of what was here.
And we're all short resting right now?
I believe we already have.
Okay.
So the people who found magic items, it was Coyote, Friedrich, and Torthak all found something that was magical that could be attuned to during your short rest. Coyote, you realize those are bracers of defense,
Nice.
which are very fancy. Friedrich, those are boots of
Nice.
speed. Torthak, that is the
Nice.
blood spear.
Nice.
And before you guys decide that those are the things that you should have, and that that's where those are the places you want to attune to them, you can also divide those up and give them to other people if you wanted to.
Would anyone
Well,
else
bracers.
benefit more from this stick of bleeding?
The blood spear sounds really cool, but I don't think I can do spears.
You can definitely do spears. They're martial
Okay.
weapons. They might even be simple weapons. You definitely could.
Who would benefit the most from that? Oh wait, would it be? I
Steven
don't know if
from
it would be
Ness?
me. Yeah, I'm proficient with like.
Look, you could throw it.
Is it a mark?
It's versatile.
I really like my shashkas.
I think it's strength.
I really like my shashkas, and I think I get 2 weapon fighting. So I'm gonna hold on to what I got.
It would. I know it would be nice in Coyote's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Coyote. They probably, but I think Coyote also has that other staff too, don't
You have
they?
my staff of adornment.
And the black one that you
The
got from the
black-
the
druid.
Guthias.
She's just a collector.
staff.
He's just a collector of
Right.
sticks.
He's a collector of staffs.
Did you forget about the Goliath staff?
I might have, yeah.
It's pretty dangerous. You should try and look at it.
Probably should have used that
Yeah.
last. No, it's fine. It worked out.
Everything worked out. Just
I just died, but that's good. It's fine.
this will help you prevent.
So, Natalia, I would like to have a moment with Percy, if that's okay.
Percival's a pretty quiet guy. Is there a moment where Percival might have stepped away from the group for a minute and kind of collected his thoughts after all this? He could be found by Natalia.
Yeah, he's probably lagging a bit behind the party, tending to his wounds as he finished the fight with a singular hit point. Yeah, so during the long rest, or the short rest, he's probably just like a couple of feet back from everyone else.
So nobody could hear us?
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I can talk.
Yeah, I
in your
know.
head, so.
I know. At some point during the short rest, Natalia will kind of walk over to you, Percival. She'll lean against the tree and just kind of like stare out at whatever you're staring out at. And she will take out the coin that Valerius gave to her, and she will turn it around and around and around in her right hand with her thumb and her forefinger. She kind of looks at the ground, lost in thought for a moment, and she'll say, Percival, I have a rather personal question I'd like to ask you. One you might find uncomfortable answering aloud, so you don't have to answer, of course. I don't wish to pry where I don't belong. And she kind of taps at her temple as if to offer you to speak in her mind if you'd like to do so there instead.
You hear in your mind. Go ahead.
She responds back, I'm afraid my question needs some explaining. My mother died when I was very young, and I never knew her. I wish to the morning, Lord, I did. I know something, anything about her. She is nearly erased from time. I'd asked my father so persistently as I grew to tell me something about her, how they met, when he knew she was for him, their love story, as ridiculous as that sounds. And he'd always get quiet, his eyes would unfocus, and he'd tell me, when it stops raining, Natalia. And it was infuriating. To selfishly hide away her memory from me, my brother, and now I will never know. And she kind of sighs. Love. I love my sister, my brother. But that is different. That kind of love, I have always believed that kind of love was for children, for fools. There's no room for love in Barovia. This land, its people. Our hourglass is filled with too little sand. That love, your love, is a rarity. One I have never seen. I might dare say a myth. And she'll continue to kind of pass the coin to her other hand, looking down at one face, flipping it over once more, and kind of continuing. But you, the way you talk, what you've shared, I have never seen one speak with so much passion and devotion, so deeply focused, that it forges your path to this very day. And there is a fire there, and it burns, and no one could douse it, not with all the rain in Barovia. And she takes another breath. I know it was a lot of puffery, but my question, Percival, is how did you know you were in love? And did it take long? Was it simply luck? What was it that drew you in so much, that you decided to choose them over all others? And she looks at you very, very focused and sincere. She's very sincerely confused by the concept of this, but she's very sincere when she asks you.
Upon hearing the question, his face softens a bit. It was normally in that like perpetual scowl, and he looks surprised that he didn't think that that's what you were gonna ask. And he pauses and he thinks on it for about a minute. There's silence as he tries to reminisce. How did I know? I don't. You just. I don't know if it can be explained. You just know, Natalia. You meet someone and they're with you even when they're not. They live in your mind, in your heart, in your dreams. It's when the voice in your head begins to consider them along with yourself. And I'm not sure if there's a particular moment in which all of this occurred. You just realize you've been doing it all along.
Do they make you feel like an absolute idiot? Do they make you sound like an absolute idiot?
At first. But you don't. It becomes a language that the two of you speak.
She laughs a little bit as she thinks on something. I envy you so very much. You have something that is absolutely rare and beautiful in a world, in a prison of darkness. The thought that light like that could have ever cultivated and survived here. I envy you. And many other names who do not know you or your own name would envy you.
Why are you asking me this now, Natalia?
She laughs quietly and places the coin wedged beneath her bracers at the palm of her hand. Because I feel like an idiot and I say stupid things that I've never said before. I am at a loss for words. But not in a way I think that you might guess. And there's no one else that I know, ever in my entire lifetime, who would have any wisdom to bestow upon me in this predicament.
You say that you envy me. But if I could give you one piece of advice, Natalia, I'd say wait until all of this is over. Love is... Barovia is a dangerous place to fall in love.
She just kind of laughs and smiles. I will never have that luxury.
I don't think
So you don't have to worry.
Okay. I don't think you envy me. I think you envy the man that I was.
No. I meant what I said. Because you don't... You have it still. Right now. Yes, they aren't here, but you still have it. Right now. So yes, I envy you. It is not what you think that has pressed me to ask you this question, I promise.
He'll start to kind of fiddle with the ring on his finger. Maybe it is. He'll kind of return back to the present moment. So, have I answered your question?
You have. Thank you. And she will glance over at the others, and she will just kind of like rub her thumb over the coin, and she will walk back.
Are we walking back to the Wizard of the Wines? Is that where we were walking
You
to?
gotta give him their rock.
Oh,
Yeah, it's either there or to the ruins.
While this silent conversation was happening between Percy and Natalia, anything else the rest of you want to say? Or are we just quietly, nostalgically walking back to the wines?
You down for a deep conversation, Dylan?
we getting deep, bro?
Maybe a little.
What's that?
Shoot, what you got?
All right, I cast message into Dylan, into Valeria's head.
Oh,
Basically.
shit. Here we
We're
go
all
again.
just having one-on-one conversation.
It's hard to have a group discussion without everybody, like, being mad at each other
The
all the
way
time.
that we are.
Yeah, we're just kind of a dysfunctional family at this point. Okay. Valerius. You hear a voice in your head, and it's like, do you hate me?
Fred,
Party full of Pisces?
Yes.
Maybe.
I'm an actual
Why is-
Pisces too.
why does this always happen?
Everyone thinks
I'm saying, bro. Valerius is just like, why is everybody just like,
disdain
this
for
man-
everyone
this
in
man
the
just hates
party.
me.
Could you get out of my head?
It just hates me. Freddie, I don't hate you. I just don't trust you.
Well, that's fair, I'd say.
Can't trust anybody in Barovia, Freddie.
I know
No
that
one's
too.
safe. People travel in groups of 6 and they think everybody's their friends, Freddie. But I got tough news. When stuff gets real, we'll see where those people will be, and it's probably not going to be at your side.
And yet you stuck up for me. Or my dad. I'm not really sure which.
I mean, Freddie, I just don't. I came to a conclusion long ago, Fred, that the people of Barovia aren't bad. And that's why I want to fight Strahd, because he makes the people bad. Everybody grows up in Barovia, and they are just by design not here to have a good life. You rob, you mug, and you don't have a choice because you either do that or you die. And the faster people learn that, and the faster people learn that the people here and there's no good people left in this place, the better off they are. It's not your fault though, Freddy. It's Strahd's.
I'd have to beg to differ with you that there's not good people left. Well, I think you're right about many things in that little sentence there. There's a lot going on there, but I have to beg to differ with you that I think there are a few good people left. They're hard to come by, but I don't think you're a bad man. I know roughly who you work for. I know what you want. I can tell you that that speech back in the village of Barovia, that was not something that a bad man would say. Maybe you are looking out for yourself, but I don't think you are. I think you've got a little more to it than that.
I wouldn't be so sure, Freddy. I've done pretty terrible things.
I'm pretty sure I'm about to do pretty fucking terrible things too.
Freddy, how many families have you burned alive?
What?
I said, how many families have you burned alive? How many houses have you sat outside and heard them scream and knew that if they came outside, you were going to be the one to put them down?
I haven't done that.
How many relatives have you ever lost, Freddy, in your castle?
A few, give or take.
How many people have you seen starve and die on the side of the road?
A lot more since I started traveling with you all.
Yeah, Freddy, well, some of us didn't get to grow up in castles. That's what we lived with. And when you're only 6 years old and you see all these things, it's not good for you. You don't trust anybody, Freddy. I don't trust any of you. I'm not sure if I ever will. But what I can tell you is I'm not going to be able to kill Strahd alone, so I need you.
Well, I wasn't trying to say that you needed to trust me or anyone else. I was just saying.
Well, you said I hated you, and it's not true. I just don't trust you.
Well, that's fine.
I mean, you're all decent enough folk. I wouldn't travel with you otherwise. I just had to be sure where everybody stood.
I was just trying to say that I think you're a good person, Valerius, and I'm sorry.
So I'm glad you think that, because I stopped looking at myself as a good person long ago.
Fuck. And you hear or you feel it kind of recede from your brain. And he doesn't make eye contact with you, he just kind of looks forward.
Same.
Shit.
It's about this time we're almost approaching the Wizard of the Wines. As you get closer, you can see that the Wizard of the Wines is just as bustling as it was before, perhaps even more so. The ravens have flocked back. Many of them have returned and from their various places. Some of them are getting ready to leave again. Looks like word is about to be sent out from the Wizards of the Wines to the rest of Barovia to let the world know that the wine will flow again. Now that the vineyard's back up and running, whatever stores they had in their pockets are now being sold at a premium. But you guys are all returning to Davian with something that'll make him very, very happy. So as you look around and you start getting closer, what are you guys gonna do?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Who's carrying the stone?
It's a big one.
Emerald?
I think
Delirious has
I think
it.
I got
Delirious
it.
got
Yeah.
it?
Was muted.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Yeah. Go return this to my boy Davian.
Me and Coyote just have a whole bunch of sticks.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every
Is
time
he-
we go out, we come back with a new stick.
You make your way back into the Wizard of the Wines. You open the door. You step in from the rain, where it's been raining all day. There, at a table, writing out some ledgers and talking to another were-raven is Davian. He's got a mug of ale there that he's drinking, and he looks like he's happy to be doing paperwork for the first time probably ever in his life. And you walk in. Whoever's holding it. Who said they were holding it?
I got
Tag?
it.
Delirious has it.
Valerius, you're walking in with a giant basketball emerald in your hand, and like as you step in, like the whole room goes quiet for a moment, and then just erupts with joy at your presence. Just everybody's so happy to see you. Davian throws the quill down and like comes over to you and just like puts you up in a big old hug. I knew you could do it, Valerius. And like the other people are coming over there hugging the rest of you, and there's just such a air of joy in the space now that we're no longer talking each other's heads on the road, and so much happiness is there. It's like and he tells you, "I'm so glad you all made it out. What happened? Tell us the story. Tell us the story." And they slam their fists down, inviting you to sit and enjoy an afternoon ale and tell the story of your grand victory.
So I talked to him in his head.
Oh, really?
Davian, do you hate me?
How do you know? All right. So, anyways,
Let us drink.
Someone tell the story.
in classic fashion,
Well, it was really Valerius.
Ah.
He retrieved it.
you guys won't believe what happened. Get this: Strahd comes up to us, and he's like,
His name.
and I don't even care.
Could you stop that,
I don't even
please?
care.
There's
I
a
know what
lot
I'm
of us
doing.
here right now.
Oh, you guys scared? Because he
room
came
lights
up to me scared.
I don't believe that.
You should have seen him.
There's a
It's
knock
true.
at the door.
Did he
stepped-
really?
You get it? He walked up to us,
What?
talking that smack, and my man Percy let him have it, and then he walked away.
Sounds like a scared ass little bitch.
That's what I'm saying. And then he was like, "I'm gonna let my followers handle you guys," and we were like, "You're who? For me?" And then we let up
The
one,
druids?
I don't even know their names. Didn't catch them. Weren't important enough. Weren't
I really
important.
said
They
handle
tried
my
to tell him
lightnings.
his name, but
Ignore.
you know, when you're cutting someone's throat before they die, there's only so many syllables that will get out.
Only so many. I feel that. Feel that.
The werewolf gang was giving him the 1-2 with punches. Kind of unfair. They have claws.
Very
Is that right?
That's right. That's right. My bard friend over here. You guys got to hear this song he's got. It's hot.
You definitely need to see how he dances. Here, take a seat. Sit in the chair.
Oh, here, you can have one of my staffs if you need it to.
Someone,
He is.
clear the table of wedges.
Can I take the blood staff and just stick it into the floor so he has something to hold on to while he dances?
Yes, and it's magically there, sticking up without issue.
You guys got to
That's
see
not what
this.
it means.
And I gesture him over. Go on. Don't be scared.
He doesn't move.
Oh no!
Friedrich's bard spirit's been broken.
Immovable.
Oh.
Bard
Well,
spirit
that's
crush.
okay. We all get stage fright sometimes.
Oh, they're all quite a lot of people here. I'll be honest.
Sure are.
The
I
last
will reenact the dance.
Oh
Make a
my
performance.
I will
Chef,
inspire him.
make a performance check. Torthak.
Tag's taking up the ropes.
All right. Hold on. Where's my performance? It's probably fantastic.
Negative
It's like-
1.
It's like
Oh, no.
performance.
It is a -1. How did you know?
I knew
Oh
it.
my god.
Here we go.
Natural
Never could have
20.
guessed.
Oh, natural 20.
Wow!
He river dances on a table.
He's so good.
He's so good.
Amazing.
What are you doing right now, Tag?
I was
What is it?
reenacting the lap dance that he was going to give to Strahd that he worked on.
We'll start throwing gold coins at you.
So little Nas Tag gets up here and starts reenacting the dance, and it is ridiculous and amazing
Freddie
and
inspired
fantastic. Yeah, Freddie.
This
You
Bardic
inspired,
spirit coming
Jay?
back.
He's impressed.
Hell yeah.
We're all
That's-
very impressed.
That's good. I'm impressed.
We're all very, very impressed. For sure, 1000%. It is amazing. It is provocative. It gets the people going. And pretty soon, there's more ale flying in the tavern than ever has been before. All thanks to Tag, the fantastic dancer, Cannon, for sure.
So good.
Yeah.
After a little bit, Davian takes a moment after the ruckus has died down the second, and he says, "I'll be honest, I didn't expect any of y'all to come back. The last 2 gems that left here never returned. I thought the winery was gonna go to hell, and we were all just gonna be a desolate wasteland again. But now with this, it may be dark and it may be rainy. It might be dark and it might be rainy out there in Barovia, but hell, if we're not gonna go through it a little bit buzzed, you know what I'm saying?"
I know what you're saying.
It is good. It's good for the people. Good for their spirits. Good for everything we do. Good for money. Good for trade. Good for the people. Guys, you've done a grand thing this day. Thank you very much.
We still got one more to go get.
We are so happy for you, Davian, and it is wonderful to see everyone celebrating.
Honestly, it is fantastic. There hasn't been this much happiness in who knows how long. Please, is there anything I can do for you? Anything that I can help you with? Any questions I can answer, or doors I could open for you? What do you need from me? What can I do for you?
Oh, have no idea.
What did the notes say? Consultant.
Valerius!
He's not looking very helpful.
Oh.
Oh.
When you said doors, did you have any in mind, maybe? Or like...
There's a great many things the further can do for you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. This is true.
It's kind of a tall order. I mean, I never had Christmas before. I'm not used to asking for things. Anybody?
Is there alcohol being served?
All
She's like, "I need a
the
drink."
alcohol in the world.
Frederick is going to go ahead and make his way over to that, wherever it may be.
Well, you don't have to decide tonight. You can take some time to think about it, and you can come back later. And he calls over to a gentleman, waves him over, whispers in his ear, says, and then returns to all of you. Comes back and says, "Well, we can deal with that later. We'll talk about it as we go. Where are you heading off to next? What's next on the agenda for you? I know I couldn't possibly ask you to go get another gem, but if you did, there's quite a lot I'd be mighty thankful for. But it's been years since I've seen that thing."
You point us in that direction and we'll take care of it.
The Ruins of Berez last seen.
That's where we believe it to be. We believe the druids stole the first one. We believe they took it all the way back to the ruins. If you could get that for us, I don't even know what the wine would look like. It'd be amazing, that's for sure. There'd be so much of it. But surely that's not all you want. Surely you don't want to be searching around and looking for gems all the time. Is there anything I can do for you? What do you need for your purposes? Like, what is the goal for you, and what can I help you with? Maybe there's some things I can work on while you're on your way to the other gym.
That would be very helpful.
I mean, it's an AMA right now.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that
Ask me
Ask
anything.
me anything.
Okay.
All right. Well, while we're asking anything, grab a beer.
Wine, but okay.
When you're as high up as I am, you get beer where you want it, all right? Winery's got beer for me.
Okay, so first of all, that's not true.
You know how much beer I've stolen? I've got infinite supplies under here.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I and my companions got a couple castles to break into.
Okay. Which ones?
Ravenloft and Argensvoort.
Argensvoort's not exactly hard to get into. It's kind of abandoned. All you gotta do is, you probably need some extra muscle if you're heading in there, though. Not exactly an easy place to get into, or not exactly an easy place to survive once you're in.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
If you need a little bit of extra muscle, Irwin can hook you up. We'll get you a couple bodies, several if you need them. Make that trip a little bit easier on you.
You know anybody in the Feather who can provide us with some better looking armor? Maybe some magical wares?
I do. I think we can get you all suited up real nice, if that's what you want. And get
I
that done.
consult with everybody, but
I can certainly, with the, if you're heading out to the Ruins of Berez for us, when you get back, yeah, I can have pretty much anything you want ready for you.
okay.
Now, when it comes to Ravenloft, you can't do a whole lot in this world without the devil knowing. But, if you're trying to get in without everyone else in the castle being awares, I might be able to arrange that. It'll take some time. But if you're not looking to walk in the front door, I can find a side.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Seems quite useful.
Yeah, I'd recommend you have an exact plan. Because if he finds out, he'll know you're in there. You won't have long. If he finds...
We got a couple other things.
If he finds out that you're in there and tells everyone else to go get you, not much I can do to help you out. Once you're inside, that is.
We got a couple other things we're gonna do before we initiate the plan. I'm sure we'll talk about what exactly is gonna go down once we,
Now that you mention it, Davian, I do have one request.
Hmm?
You had mentioned Erwin just recently, and I remember when we first came here, you had all kinds of nasty things to say about him.
Hmm.
And we have recovered one of your gems. Very valuable to you and your business, as well as the morale of all of Barovia. And if it wasn't for Erwin, I just want you to know that, specifically, we would not be here. Something to think about. And so my request is in regards to that.
Make a persuasion check, Natalia. This is not going to be easy, either.
Oh, I mean,
Another one? Another natural 20?
Another one?
probably not.
Friedrich over here making unprompted con saves.
And he's throwing up.
That's how much
Yeah.
he's drinking.
And he's down.
Yeah, that's a 9. Do I still have luck? I still have luck. I still have one thing of luck.
You still
That's
do.
right. You do.
That was just for me. Don't worry.
That's what he said. He said making unprompted.
It's a natural one.
Oh, no.
That seems pretty lucky.
That's the wrong side of the dice.
Oh wow, it's like the opposite.
Natalia, no one knows more than me that we wouldn't be here without Erwin. You wouldn't be here. Our supply lines wouldn't have got interrupted, and the gems never would have been stolen without Erwin. Now, y'all heading out that way. Is that where you're off to next?
Ruins of Berez.
Yeah.
Check my map real quick. It's right here, isn't it? Where my cursor is? I don't know if you can see it. It's like here.
Yeah, it's in that general area.
Oh, it's right there, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Squad. There's only. I guess there's 3 choices. There's Krezik, which is closer.
It is pretty close.
Ruins of Berez, which is here, and then Argan's Vort, which is here, I believe.
So the ruins are on the way to Argenswort.
Kinda. It's
It's
slightly.
kind of like
It's
in a
slightly.
loop. Like we could loop it.
Yeah, it's
We
slightly.
can make
out
a
of the way, but you
roundabout
can-
trip through.
Yeah, you could go. But we need to go to Valaki because we have to get manpower. So you'd have to go here, get whatever you have for him, and then eventually we're gonna bring it back. But we'd also have to go here to talk to Erwin to get people to help fight here.
We could hit Krezik.
Krezik
Then go to Valky,
to there,
to the fort, then there, and then back to here. Make
So
a
I
nice
guess-
loop out of it.
If that's what we're gonna do, then I guess the answer would be that we're not heading right there.
You can't like send homie a pigeon or something, tell him to have him in, meet us over there. Like,
Take a bird and just.
Yeah, it ain't that far. I can just
Send
Oh,
a
yeah.
messenger?
Thank you, Brian. And he hands you one of the sending stones. That he has a pair too.
excellent.
And he's got one that says, "Yeah, I can call Erwin and have him send you some people there to Argensvoort. That's what you want. You
It
can
would make it a lot easier.
You can always call me back here."
Well, then in
That
that
is
case,
amazing.
So now the question is, do we want to go to the Ruins of Berez or do we want to go to Krezik? Where the Krezik's where the man making abominations of animals and people are.
He's a good man, though.
But he's good man.
He's a good man.
And the
But he's chill
ruins.
about it.
What are the ruins again?
The Ruins, I believe, is where
They have a
Strahd's
gem.
mother is supposed
That's
to
where
be.
we need to go.
And
Mama
also
Strahd.
Mama Strahd, and also there's the last place that he remembers the stone being taken to.
We want to keep
Strahd.
chasing down this whole Strahd stuff.
Good.
Natalia,
Learn a bit more.
how do you feel about going to the Ruins of Berez, where Strahd's mother is, knowing that Strahd had an instrumental effect in taking your father from you?
Yeah, she's probably on board with that. Yeah.
You guys trying to kill
Yeah.
mothers?
Would you like a little matricide with your patricide?
Hey,
I'm
we-
saying,
hey.
whoa, what?
At least the Fates and Squad knows a lot about killing mothers. So.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Wow.
You know where her spine is about?
Whoa. Insane. Look, you have enough sticks?
So this is just a norm at Ekin Lyre.
So it sounds like we're heading to either
Berez.
Argans. Sounds like we're heading to
theme.
Berez.
Well, in
to,
that case,
to wrap up this, and then maybe heading back here, possibly heading to Argensvoort. Whatever's on the loop. Sounds like what we're doing. And I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and end this session here. And we'll pick up next week, seeing what the travel to Berez, because as you can see, it's not exactly on a main road. what that will look like for this party, how treacherous it may be, and what happens next. So we'll go ahead and end that here and finish this session here tonight. We want to thank everyone for joining us here this evening.
So many thanks.
While Lauren finds us someone to raid, because we love raids and we love when people raid us. And if you came here tonight and you're still watching because you're here from the raid, we want to thank you so much for everything that you've done. We want to shout out everyone who has contributed to Ink and Lyre tonight. In so many various ways, and the follows and the bits and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you to the Great Big Geek, with all the gifted subs and their own resubscribes, Hector, JP Lucidius, all the subscriptions, Wildberry Pop Tart with the follow, the Real Jax Attack 007, great name, with the follow, and then all the miscellaneous bits. From Voidbound, Yarkonaut, Great Big Geek, Panda Juice, Brother B, Poetic, Treestace, Bionic Wolf, all of these people giving out the bits. Thank you so much for doing that. It's such a massive piece. When you guys do that sort of thing, it helps us grow the channel, helps us do what we're doing here, and it's just so fantastic. And thank you so much for that. And especially the gifted subs and the bits, that just helps the channel grow and do what it needs to do. So thank you all so much for that. Sebastian Kusowski with the follow on Facebook, Super Dylan with the raid, More Shaddy with the follow, Sphinx Raxel with the follow, Constructed Chaos, and Perfidium all with the follows and all that kind of good stuff. Those follows and subscriptions, all those are fantastic. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube if you want to catch old episodes, and you can see our Icewind Dale campaign there as well. All that fun stuff. You can follow us on all the socials everywhere. At Ink and Lyre on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the socials on that. We'll be back here Friday at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time for short rest, where Natalia, Lauren here will be playing through some Man of Medan and talking with the squad and the team. You can find us here, myself, usually me, but not right now. You can find Raina, Brandon, and Lauren on Fate's End, which happens on Mondays at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Tuesdays is Twisted Veil, where we have a bunch of people playing through a Malifaux Through the Breach campaign, which is super fantastic. And that's at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then we're here every Wednesday at 7:30 Central Standard Time for Iron Valor. And you know what's coming next. We're going to the Ruins of Berez, which means Baba Lasyga, and all kinds of fantastic stuff.
All right.
I'm
Good night, everybody.
Too cool.
What?
Wait, everybody did it, Daniel.
Happening to you?
Well, everyone else can see me, but no one can see you guys.
There we go. You just froze. We all pretended to freeze there for a second.
Yeah, we tried.
Well, in that case, Lauren's going to send us on the raid. Thank you so much for being here. We will see y'all next week.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Let me try this again.